Yo, yo, what's up? What's up, Robert? What's up, Matt? Space Mountain. We got some good games going on. Yeah, that's why I came on early. I wasn't going to come on to about 7:30, but there's some good games going on right now. Oregon, the Oregon game's close. Texas is about to win this one. It's 20-6. That's kind of surprising. What's up, G-Man? Daniel Berry Sports. Eddie. Pete, y'all roll tonight. How about those Seminoles? Yeah. Boy, Florida State's down real bad, man. What's up, Alex? Is that a mic on you? Yes. Yes. Dang Ducks down and Texas is up. Fire Franklin. Well, the Penn State fans want Franklin gone. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I switched to this lapel mic a couple weeks ago because people were complaining, and I don't blame them. I mean, I was using this dynamic microphone, which only sounds good when my mouth is right up to it, so it's not really conducive to game streaming. You know what I mean? When I'm moving around. So I went ahead and splurged on it. Florida State needs to shut their football program down. No, they just need a new head coach. I got to fix that Nightbot. This is not a call-in show. Where are we at here? I'll turn that off. All right, done. What a crazy day of football, though. And we got some good ones tonight. We got Georgia and Auburn. We've got South Carolina and LSU. Obviously, I'll be watching Clemson and Boston College. So there's a bunch of good ones on. There's more than that, too. There's a bunch of good games on tonight. Yeah, Florida State, boy, 3 weeks ago, they were talking about winning the national championship and winning the ACC. They've lost, get this, Florida State has lost 10 out of their last 11 ACC games. That's a mind-blowing statistic. George says, damn, Pete, a little gray there, sir. Yeah, I'm old. I'm 45 years old. I'm not a spring chicken, as they say. Oregon just threw a pick. Well, you must be a little bit ahead of me. But right now, there's under 4 minutes left in the Cotton Bowl, the Red River Shootout, 3rd and 11 for Texas, and they're going to get stopped. So Oklahoma's going to have to get the ball back, score, probably get an onside kick. Well, yeah, they will have to get an onside kick. They're out of timeouts. And score again. Tigers giving Pete's grays. Yeah, well, my entire life is giving me gray hair, not just football. So Pete, give it 7 more years like me, it'll be gray. I get more gray hair. You know what's weird though is I don't have any gray on my head. Look at that. I don't have any gray on my head. It's all on my beard. So, I don't know what that's about. Well, I took Indiana at plus 7.5, so that bet's looking good. I'll definitely probably win the Indiana bet. I did have Oklahoma at plus 3. I'll lose that bet, so that'll be a wash. What was the other ones I had? I'll tell you what I had right now. I got several bets tonight. Let's see here. I've got Georgia and Auburn over 46.5. Indiana plus 7.5. This one I'm not sure about, but I feel good about it. South Carolina plus 9. They're getting 9 points on the road at LSU. Clemson minus 14. Tennessee minus 13. I'm probably going to lose that one. What's the Tennessee score? I don't know what the Tennessee score is, but they're probably not going to cover the 13. And then Oklahoma plus 3. So we'll see. Right now I'm up $33. We'll see if I can end the night on a high note. Hopefully so. Hopefully so. 20-17 Tennessee. Yeah, they won't cover then. They'll probably win, but not cover. There's still almost 6 minutes left in Eugene. It's only a 7-point game here. But Indiana's got the ball deep in Oregon's territory on the 29-yard line, and they're going to run the ball for about 3 yards. So now Indiana's got the lead. They're playing the time game. They're going to run the ball, try to run the clock out. Yeah, Penn State. Well, what's up, Tiger Red Devil? Being preseason ranked number 2 and then losing to UCLA and Northwestern is deplorable. It is. A lot of teams have been deplorable this year. So add them to the list, but it seems to me as if UCLA is a 100 times better team since they fired their coach. I got a phone call here. Hold on. Anyway, I missed what happened there. 1st and 10. I think it's a first down for Indiana. No, he's short. He was definitely short. Take Mateer out of the game. Yeah, I'm surprised they've started him in the first place. He's getting absolutely hammered right now. A huge loss for Mateer in Oklahoma. Now it's going to be 3rd and a mile, 6-23. What's up, Death Valley Tiger? I'm in the middle of Penn State country, and I'm so glad they lost again. They're not good. They're not good, and they haven't been good. I never bought into, listen, I bought into the Texas hype. I did preseason. I bought into the Clemson hype preseason. So I'm guilty of that. I never bought into the Penn State hype. I never got it. I was like, this is the same shit, different story. I don't know what it is about Penn State. They can go out there and get top 5 recruiting class out of top 5 recruiting class. They can lose a great coordinator and go replace them like nothing happened. For some reason, they cannot get quarterbacks there. It's weird. You would think, I mean, just by the law of averages, just like you would think over a 10-year span, even a 5-year span, that eventually you would land a blue chip quarterback, but they don't ever seem to be able to do it. What's up, Drew? Yeah, big win for you guys tonight. Yeah, I'm surprised. I mean, I knew it would be close, but I'm surprised that it was so convincing. Guess it's time for Penn State to hit the showers. Oh, yeah, that's a casket comment right there.
Casket!
Damn. The best quarterback of the Franklin tenure has probably been Trace McSorley. Yeah, probably. And again, that's. But what's that tell you? That's the problem. Who do I got in the Georgia and Auburn game? I didn't bet it. I bet the over. I bet over 46.5. If I had to pick, I would say Georgia, but I don't know, man. I don't think Auburn is. They've got 2 losses. They've got 2 close losses to very good teams. They could win the game. Indiana looks good, yeah. They've looked good all year. That's why I bet them. Inside of 4 minutes left, Indiana up by 7. 2nd down and 4 for the Hoosiers. And they're going to get the first down. Now it's a slow, death by 1,000 cuts. They're just bleeding the clock out now. Oregon's on the ropes. If they score here, it's definitely over. What's up, Sven? LW, what's up, buddy? What's up, Ballard? The Hoosiers will be dining on roasted duck in 3 minutes. Yeah, well, they're already kind of doing it. They just need to not turn the ball over here. They're on the 11-yard line, first down. Oregon's still got 2 timeouts, but they're about to start having to use those. Got maybe back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. 2nd down and 10. It's a time game. Now, what's up, Junkyard Dog? Been a good day of ball. Hopefully my dogs keep it going. Yeah, it's some great games tonight. I'm really interested in LSU and South Carolina. That's an interesting one to me. I think South Carolina could beat them. I mean, it's obviously going to be tough for them to go on the road in Baton Rouge at night, that whole thing. I'm not sold on LSU, though. I think that, Sellers is going to have a great game to beat them. Defensively, LSU is very good. Offensively, though, they're not very good at all. They have a hard time scoring. They might have one of the worst running games in all of the SEC, LSU. Indiana good. Oregon like the shit on their sidewalks. Pete, seriously, with a parity of lots of teams can beat folks 3 years ago that never would. Yeah, there's more parity in college football than there has been in a while. I mean, I guess a lot of that has to do with the transfer portal and NIL and, a lot of different reasons. But that's what people want, right? I mean, everybody wants parity unless it happens to their team. Yeah, if they could run the ball, it would help them. So I'm going to start out with, when these we still got 30 more minutes, but when these primetime games start, I'm going to have Clemson on one TV and South Carolina and LSU on one screen. And I might flip back and forth. There's a couple of other good games on. Georgia and Auburn's a good one. But we're going to start out with those 2 games initially. Penn State is dog shit. Yes. Florida State's dog shit. Penn State's dog shit. There's a lot of dog shit teams. Oh, yeah, Florida and A&M's another good one. Yeah. Well, one thing I know for sure is we're going to see some upsets tonight. It's just who is it going to be? Will Florida upset A&M? I don't think they will. But, again, anything's possible. I think it's more likely that South Carolina upsets LSU or Auburn upsets Georgia. We need to throw Clemson in that category too, Pete. I mean, I guess anything's possible. But Boston College they're about as bad as North Carolina. I mean, they are at the bottom of they're down way at the bottom. So Clemson would have to totally implode to lose. They would have to totally implode. Pete, are you building us up, or you truly think? No, I bet South Carolina to cover the 9. So if I put money on something, I believe it. It's so. Now I didn't bet them on the money line. I'm not that brave. Oh yeah, Clemson's been dog shit this year. Yeah. There's no doubt about that. As an Alabama fan, go Dogs, F Auburn. That might be one of the closer games of the night. I think that could be a close game. Auburn and Georgia. What was my game day meal? Let me ask you guys a serious question. Because Uncle Lou apparently doesn't understand normal English. I said I was making deer cheese dip. If I tell you guys I'm making deer cheese dip, what do you think that is? Because he pretended like he didn't know what that was. If I said I was making sausage cheese dip, you would know what that is, right? It's cheese dip with sausage in it. If I said that I was making chicken cheese dip, you would know what that is. That means it's cheese dip with chicken in it. If I said I was making beef cheese dip, you would know what that is. That means it's cheese dip with beef in it. So I said deer cheese dip. He acted like he didn't know what that was. So yeah, that's what I had today. Technically, it was deer sausage. It was venison sausage. I've got ground. My brother-in-law. My brother-in-law gave me 3 pounds of ground venison, all individually like vacuum sealed, and 1 pound of deer sausage vacuum sealed. So what I did was I made a spicy rotel dip like I normally do, with Velveeta and the spicy rotel, and I browned the deer sausage and put it in the crock pot with that. It was amazing. I can't wait to do that again. But yeah, that's what I had. I call it deer cheese dip. Cheese with deer, and Lou is playing stupid. It was very good. Now, that was with the deer sausage. I don't know what it would taste like with the regular ground deer meat or whatever. I don't know the difference. It's a different part of the deer, obviously. But anyway, the deer sausage was great in it. I loved it. Also, Mrs. Peete made some amazing potato skins. She makes these, I don't even know what, she puts like 10 different ingredients. She makes these potato skins, and they're really good too. So that's what I had. Potato skins and deer cheese dip. I feel like I had something else too, and I can't remember what it was now. Oh, I had a piece of pizza. My kids ate a pizza. I had a piece of pizza. I have a 64. Robert, every single week you say you ordered 64 nuggets. So you do the same thing every week. Gotta change it up a little bit, man. You know? Every week. All right, here we go. Indiana's about to take a 10-point lead here with 2 minutes left and about to ice this thing. And it is good. So it's going to be 30-20. Hoosiers over the Ducks. 2 minutes and 6 seconds left. And Dan Lanning better go find the biggest bag of cocaine available because he's about to lose this game. Should try some of my Cajun deer and hot sausage. I'll try that. But, I mean, I'll try, first of all, the list of things I won't eat is very small. There's things I haven't eaten, but not because I don't want to, or I just haven't had the opportunity or whatever. You know, I'll eat any kind of wild game. I've tried a lot. I've liked a lot of it. Some of it I don't like so much. I'll eat anything. I'll try anything once. But you had me at Cajun deer hot sausage. That sounds awesome. Indiana should be ranked at least number 3 after this. Well, they'll be in the top 5. Yeah, they'll definitely be in the top 5. Maybe around 4, if I had to guess. Colorado won? Didn't see that. And the game is over in the Red River Shootout, 23-6. I guess the old fat bald men out in the desert in Vegas were right. I couldn't figure out why Texas was favored in this game. I mean, coming into this game, Oklahoma had the #1 defense in the country, and not just in one category, in almost all of them. And Arch Manning and this Texas offense has been terrible. So I just figured Texas is going to have a hard time scoring. Turns out Oklahoma's got a real hard time scoring. 6 points. They didn't even score a touchdown. Thank you, Sven, for the super chat and the support. Nike can't buy you a CS, buddy. I don't even know what you mean by that. I'm trying to figure it out. First of all, I'm not very smart. So there is that. Does anybody know what he means by that? Nike can't buy you a CS, I don't even know what CS championship means. What's a CS championship? But thank you. Nike can't buy you a natty. Oh, you're talking about Oregon. I just don't know what CS means. CS means championship? I didn't know that. You could have just said championship, or natty, or title, or any other of the other 18 English words that I could understand. There's about 20 of them I can't. What's up, Ronaldo? Florida State down bad. Yeah, look, Mike Norvell's not going anywhere. Florida State fans went from wanting to give Mike Norvell a 5-year extension and make him the highest paid coach 3 weeks ago to now they want to fire him, but they've got the same problem a lot of other places have. They can't afford to fire him. What's up, Jay? Pete, you really don't know who to pick this year at times. Yeah, I don't know who to pick. I'll tell you who my top 3 teams in the country are. Now it's going to be Indiana might be one of them because Oregon was. I had Oregon 2, so I've got Miami 1. I think they're the most complete team. They've got the best wins. I had Oregon 2. Now they're going to lose, so that'll knock them out. I have to replace them maybe with Ohio State and then Indiana 3. LSU, why would LSU be ranked in the top 3? That's just a ridiculous thing to say. Why would LSU be ranked ahead of Miami? Or Ohio State? Ohio State ain't beat nobody. Oregon beat a fluke Penn State. Ohio State has beat somebody. They beat everybody they played. LSU doesn't have an offense. You've got, look, we're more than halfway through the season now. You've got to start looking at who these teams have beaten and how much they've beaten them by. Miami, if you're going to rank anybody and Miami's not number 1, I don't know what you're thinking. They've got the most ranked wins. They blow everybody out. They haven't had a game that was in question ever. So Miami's number 1. Now, if you want to argue over who's 2 and 3, I guess you can have some arguments there, but LSU shouldn't be anywhere near the top 3. Turn my mic volume up. Turn your phone up. Is anybody having a problem hearing me? You're the first person that said that, and I've been streaming for 45 minutes. He likes Michigan or something too, I think. Isn't Nate one of those, I have 2 teams, favorite team? Yeah, he likes Michigan and Nebraska, but it's just whoever's doing better at the time. I'm not a little low. Your phone's a little low. Go get a new phone. I don't know what to tell you. I can see the volume levels on my YouTube. I can see it on my soundboard. They're not low. Sven's in Germany. This guy's halfway across the world and he can hear me fine. Yeah. Bro, you're saying that because LSU came in and took the soul of Clemson and the score should have been higher if not for the refs. No, Clemson sucks too. See, this is the difference between me and you, Luke. I can admit when my team's not good. You apparently have a hard time doing that. Clemson's not good. That was not a good win for LSU. Is that your best win? Is Clemson your best win? Holy shit, you are bad.
Casket!
Yeah, Indiana's for real. Imagine bragging about beating a bad Clemson team that's 2-3 by a touchdown. Yeah, Oregon's about to lose. It's 30-20 with 1 minute and 17 seconds left. This game's over. LSU is good. The problem with LSU is the quarterback. That's our only problem. But we got the answer on the bench. Why is he not playing then? First of all, that's not your only problem. You've got a major, major problem running the football. That's your biggest problem. You can't. You're almost. Are you last in the SEC in rushing? Your rushing offense is terrible. Your offensive line is not very good. So there's a lot of problems there. Defensively, LSU is really good. I'll give you that. And you've got some elite receivers. I don't know how much I'd blame Garrett Nussmeier for the offensive problems because I don't know. Again, the offensive line's not playing great. He has no run game to support him. So I think it's more has to do with the run game than the quarterback. They can recruit the state of Louisiana with no competition in the state. Yeah. Oh, LSU definitely doesn't have a problem getting talent. I mean, if you look at a talent index, they're right up at the top with the best teams in the country. But that's been going on for a long time. That's not new. What's up, Harold? In 3 of the last 4 years, OU has failed to score a touchdown against Texas. That is bad. How is SMU this year really? Nobody really kind of knows. Yeah, I don't know either, bro. You know what though? I don't think they are as good as they were last year. Not a huge drop off, but yeah, they're a hard team to figure out. They're a hard team to figure out. Luke, you had LSU as a top 3 team. You can whatever excuses you want to make about who's playing bad, whether it's the defense, the offense, the quarterback, the fucking towel boy, is irrelevant. They're not a top 3 team. So I mean, just saying that's retarded. Indiana ain't shit. Well, they're about to be 6-0 with a top 5 win. So if that ain't shit, then I guess nobody's shit. Mateer better get back on. He better get back on that DraftKings betting app or whatever he was doing. I'm an LSU fan, and being realistic, we don't deserve to be ranked. See, that's the difference. Now, look, I do think LSU deserves to be ranked. They're a one-loss team. But this guy was talking about top 3. I'm like, what? Top 3? Some people really are delusional. I mean, I don't think Clemson, they got 3 losses. They shouldn't be ranked in the top 50. And one of those was a one-score loss to LSU. Mateer threw 3 picks, and we dropped 5 more. Mateer decided to be an actor today and had been auditioning for the Cade Klubnik role. I don't know if bringing Mateer back in, what was it, like 16 days after his surgery, was a good idea. Yeah. I think they brought him back too quick. Van Buren makes those throws and we're still undefeated. Are you talking about the guy who's on the bench that now we're doing hypothetical wins for quarterbacks who don't start? Man, just stop. What's up, dog behind enemy lines? Christian Russell's in the house. Kurt Cignetti may talk smack. Yeah, that's the thing about what Kurt. A lot of people don't like Kurt Cignetti, but again, if you talk that kind of shit and then back it up, I mean, I can't hate on that. How's the temp there? Rainy and breezy? Yeah, it's been cold and rainy for the past 2 days. It's the same for tomorrow, apparently. It's been like 65 degrees, windy, rain, constantly. This is what happens when you're waiting to go on the beer run. What? I'll tell you one thing, Kurt Cignetti's going to get a lot of job offers here in the next few months. A lot. Will he turn them down? Maybe. I don't know. It's hard to turn down a giant paycheck. I don't know the financial situation at Indiana, but I doubt they can match an $11 or $12 million a year salary for 5 or 10 years. Brian Kelly is garbage. That's a fact. Yeah, I can't stand Brian Kelly. And it doesn't have anything to do with LSU. I didn't like him when he was at Notre Dame either. And when he was at Notre Dame, Clemson was beating the shit out of him virtually every time they played. So it's not one of these I'm bitter about losing to Brian Kelly things. Brian Kelly's got a losing record at Dabo Swinney. I just don't like him. I never did. I'm pretty sure even if I was a LSU fan, I wouldn't like him. Is Franklin on the unemployment line tomorrow? Yeah, I think they finally reached the end of the rope with him. Yeah. Cignetti could be the next Saban. Got about 15 minutes here before this game starts. Cignetti's, how old is he? I don't know, man. I don't know if he's got enough. He's too old. Somebody tell me, how old is Cignetti? In other words, when you say he's 64, that's what I'm saying. I guess he could coach till he's 70, but is he going to win 6 national titles before he's no? He's not the next Saban. Oh, I'll turn that on then. Gators and Aggies started. All right. What channel's that on? Is that on the SEC network? Oh, I got it. ESPN. What's up, Nature Boy? Brother from another mother right there. There won't be another dynasty like Alabama under Saban, not with the state of things and the rev share and the portal and all. Those days are gone. Embrace the parity. Yeah. Well, it took 130 years to get a Saban. So it might be another 130 years before there's another one. Where's our guy, Octavian? I don't know where Octavian's at. But I know where he lives. He lives in Tallahassee. I guess he's watching the game on his iPhone 6. I don't know. Lagway just led a 73-yard, 8-play opening drive. I didn't bet on that game, but I wish I would have. Well, not really had Bear Bryant. Well, if you're going to talk about, bending the rules to your favor, Bear Bryant had it way easier than Nick Saban did. And Saban was still better. No, I don't think he went to Lou's house, no. But I think Now, there are a lot of young guys like Dan Lanning. There's a lot of good young coaches out there, but, you know, even if they're really great, the chances that they win more than 2 or even 3 national titles is probably less than 0.5%. What's up, UGA Mike? Or UGA Chris, I mean. Yoda. What's your thoughts on Bama squeezing by again, but 5 straight over-ranked teams? I don't know. Well, I think Alabama's good. I mean, they slipped up week 1 against Florida State, and they've been on fire ever since. Ty Simpson probably the top of every Heisman list in America right now. So I think Alabama's very good. See you later, Texas Rocks. Thanks for stopping in. Gee, Bama boy, Arkansas quarterback mess up so bad in the last 4 minutes. Worst football game on is Wisconsin versus Iowa. I'll tell you what, though, that Texas and Oklahoma game was pretty boring for the first 3 quarters. What was it, like 6-3 starting the 4th quarter or something like that? Franklin to North Carolina. Now that would be, what's up, John? That would be funny. That would be funny. 10-6, okay. Yeah, so it's official. Oregon falls by 10 points to Indiana in Eugene. Green Street Utes. Hey, you got a big game tonight. And Arizona State's quarterback is not playing. So it's definitely favoring the Utes. The Big 12 is fun to watch this year. There's a lot of teams that they're still in the mix. There's 4 or 5 teams anyway. And obviously Utah's one of them. I'll be watching that. After this stream is over, I'll be watching that. Utah's good. They're fun to watch. I like watching Utah play. They're fun to watch. Arizona State fans curse their quarterback. Mario Chris the GOAT. Bama should have lost to Mizzou if the Mizzou quarterback isn't an idiot and take the wide open wide receiver running up the sideline. You know where they were? Yeah. I don't know how many of you guys watched that entire game. The very first series, so Missouri gets the ball to start the game out. They rush right down the field, whatever it was, 70 yards in 3 minutes, touchdown. They're looking great. Alabama gets the ball after they score. Alabama can't do anything. They're going backwards. They end up with what would have been a 3rd and 15, except for a taunting call on a 5 or 6 yard loss on the play, where the player who wasn't even involved in the play for Missouri runs over on the sideline and stands over the Alabama player and does one of these deals, you know, like they do. And they call it a taunting call, so it's 15 yards and an automatic first down. Alabama goes down after that and scores. A long drive. That penalty right there, and a dumbass penalty too. Why you would go stand over somebody when you're not even involved in the play? You ran across the field to do it, and then they score on you. That was the difference in the game. That 7 points was the difference in the game. On the first series. So it is now. It's about to be tied 7-7. A&M just scored. And what the hell? Y'all see Billy Napier? He's got scabies or something. He's over there. He's got bed bugs, I think. He's over there scratching himself like he's on crack. Y'all see that? It's about to be 7-7, though. How did Indiana beat Oregon? Well, nobody's beat Indiana. It's not week 2. This is week 7. Indiana's undefeated. So there's no fluke that Indiana's good. It just turns out they are good. Oregon has 0 natties for a reason. Yeah. I still think Oregon's good. I mean, we got to look. Stop. We got to give credit to Indiana here, don't we? At some point. I mean, what did they beat Illinois by? 35 points or something? Vic Tube is here. What's up, Vic? How you feeling, buddy? Vic called me earlier. He had a couple of shots of liquor, and he was feeling pretty good. I'm glad to see he made it home okay. Pete, Indiana ain't good. They look really good. Sven, at what point in the season, how many games do they have to win in a row before they're good? I got to know this. They're not good? They're 7-0. What's up, Antonio? Thank you for the super chat, supporting the channel. Tough day for my Noles. Yeah. It's not just a tough day, bro. It's a tough couple of years. I feel your pain. Clemson's terrible too. I get it. But man, 3 losses in a row. You've lost 10. Listen to this, Antonio. This is going to hurt your feelings, I know. But you got to listen to me. You've lost 10 out of your last 11 ACC games. That's a mind-blowing statistic. But thank you. Many blessings to you, too. Danny D-Rock. What's up, buddy? He says, what's up, Island Pete?
Oh, PigskinPeete is an island boy. And amazing and fantastic, yo. They got the best college football YouTube channel. Yeah, a huge college football fan. We understand it's the Clemson Tigers. They rep it to the top. And the ACC, yo. And the live shows are so underrated on YouTube. We want to say shout out PigskinPeete. We want to say shout out PigskinPeete. Coming from the island boys. You better keep it like it's our Gwen. Tell that boy you better keep that gun. I'ma do it while I'm staring at the sun. I've been really out to fool gazing. I've been in the pool on stand. I'll pull it like I'm Super Saiyan. Yeah. And you the best, so keep on going. Don't let no one stop you, yeah. Alright, PigskinPeete, keep doing your thing. You got it from the island, boy. Yeah, we out, man.
The funny thing is, for all the OGs around here, that's like 5 years old. That clip I just played. Since then, they've talk about down bad. Them boys are down real bad now. The Island boys, holy shit. They got some really weird stuff going on over there. No, that wasn't AI. That was real. It's what do you call that? I forget where I did that at. I paid for it. You what's it called? I don't even remember what it's been so long. I don't remember what it's called. Cameo. Thank you. Yeah, whatever you pay him. I paid him $100 or whatever the fuck it was. Whenever the Island Boys first became like famous or whatever with their viral video, that the Island Boys song, I did a cameo video for YouTube purpose for that reason, and it turned out pretty good. I was pretty happy with it. Believe me, I've got my $100 or whatever I spent worth out of that shit over the years. Yeah, it's real. You didn't have to bring that up, Pete. Boy, yeah, Country Tiger, I don't have no shame. Do you think I care? I got no shame. None. They should have been paying you. Yeah, there's probably been more views on my over the years on that video from me than what they got. That's actually true. That's actually true. They should be paying me for it. Look how empty what stadium is. I don't know what stadium you're talking about. Clemson game's about to come on. I'm about to turn that on. So I'm turning this A&M game off for the time being. Turning the A&M game off for the time being. I'm going to turn the LSU and South Carolina game on this TV. Bam. And that's what we're rolling with right now. If one of these games gets out of hand, I'll switch it over to a game that is more exciting, whether it be Georgia and Auburn or whoever. You're gonna stay streaming for the late games. You talking about for the like the Arizona State and Utah game? I'll see how I feel. Usually by the end of these Clemson games, I'm pretty wore out. But we'll see. I did start an hour early too, or about 45 minutes or an hour early to watch the end of those games. What did you say, Will? Drew Allara's out for the season. Oh, well. Look, I hate to see that. I don't want anybody to be out for the season, but that might actually be a good thing for Penn State's offense. Drew Allara's been an absolute disaster of a quarterback. So I hate to hear that. I mean, that's terrible news. Damn, Tennessee game probably run over and start on another channel. What's the score there? Anyway, cheers to all of you. Happy Saturday. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. A lot of places you could be, but we're going to hang out and have a good time for the next 3 hours or so watching these games. So I appreciate all of you. You guys know the deal. YouTube really cares about the thumbs up. I don't care if people like me or not, but YouTube does care if you like me. So make sure you hit that thumbs up button. It helps me out. It's free. That sounds like a good country song. Beer had never broke my heart. What channel is Clemson on? ACC Network. That's good for me. I need, what did I bet? I need 13. I need 13 points by Tennessee. So right now it's only 10. I need 3 more. James Franklin out, Cignetti in. Well, that's an interesting, yeah. I mean, if you're going to make a move within, especially, yeah, that would make sense for Penn State to go after Cignetti. It would. Same conference, so you're still recruiting basically the same geographical area. Yeah, that would make sense. What's up, Britt? Long neck, ice cold beer never broke my heart. I've had my heart broke a lot of times while I'm drinking beer. I don't know if it was the beer's fault, though. You know? Probably my fault. I'm sure it was. So tonight, Clemson is wearing, has become some sort of weird controversy in the Clemson universe that most of you, if you're not Clemson people, you probably haven't heard about this. Clemson's wearing the orange breeches tonight, which in the past 20 years or so, Clemson only wears the orange breeches, the orange pants in championship caliber situations. So either the season's on the line, it's an ACC championship game, maybe it's a play-in game for the playoff, whatever. It's an extremely important situation where Clemson wears orange breeches. They're wearing them tonight. And there's a lot of Clemson people who are upset about this, like, oh my God, why are we wearing orange breeches against Boston College? We're 2-3. Look, the championship thing went out the window when you started 1-3. So I don't give a shit what color pants you wear at this point. They can wear orange pants every game for the rest of the season. I don't care. Just win the game. I don't care what you're wearing. You can wear a goddamn tutu out there. You can wear pink pants. I don't care. That's what they call it, orange breeches. Orange pants. You know what breeches are, don't you? Yeah, technically it is. Yeah, you're right. So, and by the way, this is a trophy game, whatever. So, but, I just don't care. I like the orange bridge. I wish they would wear them more, honestly. I wish they would wear the orange pants more. It's the more classic Clemson look. Orange pants, white jersey is the most classic look. Now, my favorite look for Clemson is the solid orange. The orange jersey with the orange pants. Orange helmet, orange jersey, orange pants, orange shoes, whatever. That's my favorite look. They only typically wear the solid orange one game a year. A lot of times it's against South Carolina. So I like the all whites. That's racist. I like the all whites too. I mean, the all white uniforms for Clemson I do like. Yeah. Michigan with the under. What's up, Michael? Oh, God, don't give them ideas about dressing in pink. Yeah, well, they won't. I don't know. Maybe there was Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Maybe they will. I don't care what color they wear as long as they win. Doesn't Oregon have pink uniforms? They wear Oregon's got every color in the book. Their colors are green and yellow, but they somehow have every color in the rainbow uniform. So, and nobody seems to care about that. If wearing orange pants helps them win, don't let them take them off. Yeah. I'm not superstitious like this. I don't think that what they wear matters. I don't think you're going to be, better at throwing the football, catching the football, tackling, blocking, whatever, based on what you wear. What's up, Eric? Oregon has many combinations, but not a natty. Dang. I'd like to see Tennessee get another touch. I don't care who wins this game, but I need them to win by 13 for my bet. They're up by 10. I need 13 points. All right, here we go in Boston. And Clemson's going to receive the ball to start the game. Adam Randall's going to return it, and he gets all the way up to about the 30. So we'll see what this team looks like. I'm getting out my yellow flag here because every Clemson game is full of penalties. So I'm just going to I got my whistle. I got my flag. We're good. Oh, look, there's already a flag. I told you. This is every game. I told you. I didn't even see the flag before I did that. And it's against Clemson. Already, first play of the game. Ah, dang, man. Uncle Phil gets Oregon all kinds of uniforms. Oh, you mean Phil Knight? Yeah. A lot of people probably don't get that Uncle Phil reference. All right, first down from the 30. Klubnik's going to dump it off short to Antonio Williams, who dives for about 4. It's going to be second down and 6. Pete, listen to me, sir, real quick. This is important. Text Lou and ask him why there's a leaf blower at your house with his number on it. Second down and 6. Adam Randall runs it for about 3. Third and short coming up. What's up? Stub my pinky toe. He won't answer that text. He's, yeah. If somebody texted me that, I wouldn't answer it either. Smarter than that. All right, third down and 2. Arkansas is trying to get back in this game. There's still 4.5 minutes left. They're down 10. They got the ball. Third and 2, Adam Randall, and he's going to get the first down across the 40 to about the 43. Uh-oh, is Arkansas about to make this a game here? First down, Arky. All right, first and 10, Clemson from the 43. Klubnik back to pass. Short pass in the flat to Randall, caught close to the 50. It's going to be second down and 4. Too many short passes. This is a Garrett Riley special offense. It's a finesse offense. They're going to do a lot of screen passes, a lot of just short passes. Get the ball out of his hand quickly. This isn't a power run team at all. I mean, they've got the personnel to do it, but Garrett Riley, you know, he thinks he's Mike Leach or something. Randall seems to be the game plan tonight. Yeah, I hope he is. I've been saying it all year. All the jokes about Adam Randall being a wide receiver, playing, cosplaying as a running back, he's been the best player on the offense. He leads in scoring. He's averaging 7 yards a carry on the season. He honestly hasn't got the ball enough. I think he's done great. So he should. It should be the Randall show until somebody else can prove that they know what the fuck they're doing. Because a lot of the people on the team don't know what the fuck they're doing.
They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Randall's been a bright spot in this team. Dabo's mad. Yeah, Randall's Clemson's best player for real. He's played great. I mean, he's had a couple of turnovers, but overall, he's been the best player on the offense. What's going on here? I missed what was the call there? What was Dabo so pissed about? Bad spot? 2-yard pass. Yeah, well, that's all they ever do. 2-yard pass. If Randall would just play like Sammy at running back, the gap would explode full speed. Well, he's not going to play like Sammy. But Randall's a big guy. I mean, they should be making the defense respect the middle of that line more than they do. They like to use him on the outside. But again, it doesn't matter who you put back there. It could be Randall. It could be a smaller running back like Keith Adams. It could be Eazy-E. It could be Gideon Davidson. These are all different types of running backs, but it doesn't matter. This is what Garrett Riley does. This is a Big 12 offense. And I guess that's what you get when you hire a Big 12 offensive coordinator, is a Big 12 offense. Problem is, it doesn't work in different leagues. It works in the Big 12. They don't throw, vertical pass doesn't exist. They don't throw over the middle. It's very frustrating. I mean, they should have beat Georgia Tech. They're better than them. They should have beat Syracuse. They're better than them, but they didn't. So that's a coaching problem, not a player problem. Touchdown Arkansas. Uh-oh. This game's not over, folks. It's about to be 31-34. Tennessee's going to have the ball back, though. We'll see what Arkansas decides. Arkansas's got 2 timeouts. So they'll probably end up kicking the ball away. There's still plenty of time. I don't know why you'd onside kick it right here, but maybe they will. This is going to be my drunk year of college football. Well, that's every year for me. What are you waiting on? I'll be at the finish line waiting on you, buddy, with a Gatorade. What was it? What was the, who said that about Bill Cosby? Fuck you with a Coke and a smile. I'll be there. I'll be at the finish line with a Coke and a smile, waiting on you. Damn. All right, so the call on the field was short of a first down. And Clemson's going to go for it here on 4th and 1. And they run the ball up the middle for a first down. Who was that? Peter Woods? Who ran that? It was Peter Woods. They've done that 3 or 4 times this year. Georgia's about to kick off. All right, here we go. Clemson 1st and 10 from the 46. And he's going to throw it deep to Randall. Is there anybody out there? Look, I love Randall, and he should be the focus, but are they going to give it to anybody other than Randall? He just now threw a deep pass to Randall. Yeah. Right through his hands. That's on Randall there. 2nd down and 10. He forgot how to, no, he never knew how to catch. That's why they reverted him to running back. They forgot he's not a wide receiver. That's what they forgot. That's on the coaches. 2nd down and 10. Antonio Williams gets the ball. He makes some people miss. First down, Clemson inside the 35. Regardless of the record, you're both better than Florida State and UNC. And I'm not even trying to be funny. I don't think you are being funny. I think that's just true. Yeah. We got a couple of injured players down, but one from Tennessee and one from Arkansas down. If Archie wins, Petrino gets a hot 20-year-old and a motorcycle. He doesn't need that. No. That'd be the worst thing he could get. That's what screwed his life up in the first place. 2nd down and 11. And Klubnik throws it. Caught for a first down by Wesco. Here we go. Clemson's on the move. First down, Tigers. Inside the 25. Oh, they're going to say short, 3rd and 1. And again, on 3rd and 1, That wasn't 3rd and 1. What? How was that not a first down? And on 3rd and 1, you fucking try to throw it. This is what they've been doing all year. On 3rd and 1, you've got a back that's averaging 7 yards a carry. On 3rd and 1, you decide to throw it. This is what every fucking time they do this, and it doesn't work. Every time. God, this offense is so hard to watch. But that was a bad spot. How did he was like a full yard past the first down marker when he caught that ball. So I don't understand that either. But it's so frustrating watching this team play. It's just every time. Listen, this is why I don't like Garrett Riley. He'll pass it on 3rd and 1 or 4th and 1. He'll run it on 3rd and 25. The only explanation for this is that he thinks that he's outsmarting the defense. Well, they think we're going to run it here, so we're going to pass it. Or they think that we're going to pass it here, so we're going to run. That's the only explanation. Because nothing else makes sense at all. Garrett Riley's calling the plays. What's up, Slim? Yeah, Garrett Riley is 100% calling the plays. We've already heard this from several Clemson players. It's not a mystery. This is Garrett Riley's offense. Dabo has input in the preparation leading up to the week about how to scheme. But when it comes to the on-the-field play calling, that's Garrett Riley. I got drunk dialed by... Yeah, VicTube drunk dialed everybody. It's pretty funny. He called me to let me know he was, in his words, zooted. And I said, oh, you're zooted? I said, what'd you drink? And he goes, I had 1 shot of rum and I had 1 shot of Fireball. I said, so he had 2 shots. That's all he had to drink, and he was shit-faced.
1 is good. 2 are better.
And
then if you get 3, well, that's just good business.
Oh, poor Vic. Look, I've been there. We all been there before. Hangovers are no fun, especially in the middle of the daytime. It's one thing to wake up the next morning with a hangover, but when you have a hangover at 5 p.m., you fucked up then. You fucked up then. You're bad decisions. But look, Vic only gets crazy like once or twice a year. So you got to give him a pass. You know what I mean? He gets a pass. Headache Central. You fucked up when you wake up still drunk. Oh, I've done that a lot of times. Yeah. All right, here we go. Boston College is going to get the ball. Clemson is up 3-0 on a mind-boggling end of that drive there. We'll see what BC has here. Now, BC has struggled offensively all season long. Well, they've struggled everywhere, but particularly offensively. Bill O'Brien is an offensive coach, so you would expect Boston College to, score a lot of points, but they haven't so far this year. Under pressure, bad pass to start, incomplete. It's going to be 2nd down and 10 for the Eagles. Do you hear from Volusia anymore? I haven't heard from Volusia in probably 2 months, since before the season started. So I don't know what's going on with him, man. I would like to hear from him. I don't know what's going on with him. I hope he's okay. I honestly don't know. I mean, he's in China, so anything can be possible, I guess. 2nd down and 10, and they're going to run it to no avail, 0 yards on that play. It's going to be 3rd down and 10 for the Eagles. Hey, Pete, Clemson versus Penn State right now would be a great game. Probably would. Yeah, it's probably pretty accurate. Yeah. Tater salad, you've seen the sun coming up, but the shade's down. I've been there. We've all been there, buddy. I've been there more times than I would like to admit. 3rd down and 10. And they're going to try to run it again for about 3. This is going to be a punt coming up for Boston College, 3 and out. Good defense there by the Tigers. Yeah, I saw Drew Lahr out for the season. That's terrible news for him. But on a serious note, might not be terrible news for their offense. I mean, I don't think Drew Lahr is very good as a player. I mean, I'm not happy that he's hurt. Oh. And we've got a game here in Tennessee. 2nd down and 4. It's going to be 3rd down now for Tennessee, up by 3 against Arkansas. Florida State seems winnable. Yeah. That'll probably be a pretty good game, unless Florida State does like they did last year and just give up. They've lost 3 in a row now. If that team, I mean, that team has no loyalty to Florida State. It's a bunch of mercenaries, right? So when things are going good, they'll they'll stay engaged. But if you're a mercenary and things are going bad, you got guys started thinking about transferring out. They're not locked in, right? So things could go real bad real quick for Florida State. They could go real bad real quick. Chicken won the toss and defend. As soon as this Tennessee game is over, I'm going to switch this over to South Carolina LSU on this TV. I'm very intrigued about that game. This might be a field goal game. Hell, I hope not. 3rd down and 1. And Tennessee's going to get the 1st down and more, still pushing the pile all the way down to the 30-yard line. If Tennessee's smart, they're going to just continue to run the ball. Arkansas is out of timeouts. They can just run the ball, get down to whatever, and kick a field goal, get out of there with a win. Look at Petrino on the sideline. Oh, look at Petrino hey, look at him. Petrino's got the sunglasses at night going. You see this? Boy, he's definitely fucking drunk. He's over there wearing the sunglasses on the sideline at night. Lou's stream is just a house party right now. Yeah, he's got a house party going on. And they're just going to bleed the clock down here. 2nd down and 14. Arkansas really can't do anything about this. I think this game's over. They're going to bleed this down to about 40 seconds. Call a timeout. Yeah, this game's over. Arkansas just ran out of time. And they kneel it with 38 seconds left. That's it. Game over. All right, I'm going to switch this over. So Tennessee wins by 3. I'm going to switch this over here to the South Carolina game, which is, oh, it's on this channel, isn't it? It's on the same channel. Yeah. It's on the same channel. Anyone got bail money for him? Can Clemson use tempo? No, they can't do anything. They can't use tempo. They can't throw the ball downfield. they can't do anything. They're going to lean on the defense. First down and 10. Again, it's the Adam Randall show. Adam Randall again. This whole Batman thing, jeez, it's just. You're 2-3, and all of a sudden now you're Batman. I mean, come on, stop. Second down and 6. Klubnik throws a back shoulder to Wesco, caught inside the 20. It's going to be first down Clemson at the 19. There goes Wesco. He's going to be out of bounds around the, where are they at here? The 16. First and 10. Klubnik throws it to the sideline, caught by Antonio Williams for 2 yards. Second down and 8. All right, here we go for LSU. Nussmeier, incomplete, gets absolutely obliterated by South Carolina's defensive line, and they have to punt. And Randall off to the races, and he's tripped up from behind, but not after getting about 4 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1 for Clemson. Randall did lose a step when he had that knee injury. Yeah, he's still good, though. I mean, Randall's been actually a pleasant, he's been one of the only pleasant surprises on this team. I think he's played great. 3rd down and 2. And they give it to Randall again. Brace some tackles, touchdown, Adam Randall. He went right through a wall, son. Adam Randall's got more heart than anybody else on this offense. I can promise. Maybe him and Wesco. I'll give Wesco a break. Wesco's been a bright spot too. Adam Randall has played his fucking ass off this season on a bad offense. Somebody asked, so for those of you who don't know, this is a trophy game, so there's a leather helmet. If Clemson wins, they get a leather helmet, and they award that leather helmet to the best player on the team, or the best player in that game, or whatever. So the question on Clemson Twitter today was, who gets the leather helmet when Clemson wins tonight? I said Adam Randall's going to get it, and he will. I know it's still way early, but fourth Clemson player ever to score in 6 straight games to start the season. There you go. So it's going to be 10-0 Clemson with the Adam Randall touchdown. All right. In Baton Rouge, it's 2nd down and 4. LSU at the 11. Did I miss a turnover here? What happened? Did they turn the ball over on the kickoff? I missed whatever happened over here. LSU was punting a minute ago. Now they've got the ball in the red zone. What did they turn it over on the punt? What did I miss? What did I miss here? Now it's 3rd and 3. They turned it over on the first play. Oh, my God. Jackpot's at the game right now, by the way. And another terrible pass and no catch by Nussmeier. LSU got a gift. They still can't fucking score a touchdown. LSU's offense is terrible, man. Second down, Boston College. Second down and 4. From the 32. And they're going to run the ball, and they're going to get the first down. Good run there, and he's still moving the pile. Somebody get this guy on the ground. He's dragging the entire Clemson team for 5 yards. Second down and 4. I mean, first and 10. It was second down and 4. Yeah, it's a shit show at LouTube headquarters. Look, I mean, they're having a party over there. I can imagine. Oh, another flag. It's going to be against Clemson, isn't it? I know it is. I know it is. Yep, I told you. That's going to be a first down for BC. That was Terrell, too. I don't know if I see, I don't know if I saw, I don't like that call, but first and 10. All right, big run. Here we go. Boston College inside the 30-yard line. Wow. What a run there. It's going to be first down inside the 30 for the Eagles. Come on, defense. BC has one of the worst offenses, even worse than Clemson's, statistically, I mean, in the entire ACC. From the 29. 2 minutes and 2.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Short pass dumped off to the running back, dropped. I think that's incomplete. Clemson jumped on it saying it may be a fumble, but I think that's incomplete. And it is. That's going to be second down. What's up, Zona? Well, I know you're upset. Your starting quarterback is out. Never mind. I'm talking about Arizona State, not I did see. That's Arizona State, not Arizona. Second down and 10. They're going to run it again. This time goes nowhere. Ran right into a wall of orange. Third down. South Carolina is doing South Carolina things. Turn it over on the first play. LSU only got a field goal out of it, though. And incomplete on third down and 8. So we'll see. Boston College will probably try to kick a field goal here, if I had to guess. What's up, you Mr. You Mad Bruh? Go Tigers. Yes, go Tigers. Pete, thanks for covering the game while it's on. Since Jackpot is not streaming at the game. Yeah, well, you're welcome. Thank you for being here. LSU doing LSU things as well. Yeah, bad offense. Let's see if South Carolina can do something without turning the ball over here. And BC does kick a field goal to make it 10-3. And South Carolina's rowing the boat. They're going backwards. Yikes. They've got a turnover, and they're negative yardage offensively in this game so far. Shout out to Boston College for getting a field goal there. Second down and 14 for the Gamecocks. Down 3-0 on the road. Y'all hear that thunder? It's storming outside. Loud. From the 21. And Sellers is going to roll out to his left, and he's got the first down across the 25. The one thing I don't like about LSU's field is how their fans are so stupid that they can't count. So they have to put the numbers every 5 yards instead of every 10 yards, like every other football team in the world. They got to put it every 5 yards because their fans look at it and they go, well, there's no number there. I don't know what yard line that is. They've got too many numbers. They got twice as many numbers on the field as they need because their fans are too stupid to read to figure it out otherwise. Third down and 8 across the 35 to the close to the 40. The party I never wanted to be invited to. Kids drinking beer in the stands, quality time with dad. What's up, Smitty? All right, come on, big run. Why are you slow? What is he doing? Klubnik was just, he had a lady, he slid. He could have got another 10 fucking yards. Look at this. Bro. Anyway, first down, Clemson. Bobby Boucher did the field mark. Yeah, Bobby, yeah. All right, first down, Gamecocks, all the way down to about the 32. They're driving here. It's a pretty good drive so far by South Carolina. And they're playing hurry up. Gamecocks are playing pretty fast. Sellers is going to keep it, and he gets maybe 2 or 3. So Gamecocks in field goal range here. First and 10, Clemson. And he's going to pitch it to Randall. Randall, oh my God, he's absolutely walloped, but he picked up 4 yards first. Second down and 8 for South Carolina. Sellers rolls out to his right, dumps it off, right off the face mask of the receiver, incomplete. Hey, a little bit too much on that short pass. Second down and 5, Clemson at the 42. Oh, yeah, that's not, you're right, that's Davidson. And Turner turns the Jets on, gets inside the 40. First down, Clemson. 25 seconds left in the opening quarter. And it's going to be fourth down for the Gamecocks. Fourth down and 6. It looks like they're going to bring the field goal unit out here, and I don't blame them. And this is going to be a medium range field goal here. 47 yards. Oh my God, he missed that by a mile. Holy shit. He missed that by 10 yards. No good. So it's going to stay 3-0 LSU. And meanwhile, 1st and 10 Clemson with 25 seconds left in the first. Yeah, just a bit outside. He only missed that by about 50 feet. All right, here we go. At the 37. Klubnik's got all fucking day and just standing there like an idiot. You're rarely going to get that much time just to stand there in the pocket with no pressure at all. And of course, nothing came of it. A yard, maybe. I really get frustrated watching this offense. We got a commercial break. I'm about to run to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. It's Tito's time. Tito's time. Dabo said, "What the fuck?" Yeah, he should be saying, "What the fuck?" He should have been saying, "What the fuck?" For the past 6 weeks. What he should have been doing. Let's do a shot. A&M up 21-14 on Florida. That looks like a better game than this one. I just get frustrated watching this offense. I mean, it's just the same shit every week. It's the most predictable offense in the entire ACC, maybe in the entire country. Cheers, everybody. Go Tigers. As much as you frustrate me, still go Tigers. And thank all of you for being here, too. I appreciate you. Pete, honestly, I think our game with y'all will be good, but y'all still more talented and will win. Road team won most recently. What am I drinking? This is Tito's. Yeah, I don't know about that. If they played tomorrow, South Carolina would be favored. So, there is that. What's up, Squan, man? Cheers. I don't like these during the game interviews either. They just started doing this, last season? It's just, there's no point in it. And people are like, "Oh, Pete, it's no big deal. It's during the commercial break." Yeah, but during the commercial break, maybe you should be over getting in your team's ass instead of talking to a sideline reporter. It doesn't make any sense to me. Nobody's sitting around going, "You know what? I'm really enjoying this game, but if I could just see a sideline interview with Dabo Swinney, between the first and second quarter, that's really what's missing here." No, there's zero people saying that. I'm glad, you know what? I'm glad I didn't have to hear what he said. Antonio Williams inside the 15-yard line. Let's go. So it's going to be 1st and 10 Tigers from about the 14 or 13-yard line. Completely off topic, but still football related. Indiana's actually legit. Look, it's not week 2 or 3 anymore. It's week 7. Indiana's undefeated. They're legit. Absolutely legit. All right, a short dump off to, who was that? Was that Randall or Davidson? No, it was Williams. Randall. Randall gets up to about the 10 or 9-yard line, 2nd down and 5. Lou is in the cups. You may need to intervene. I can't I'm not there. I can't intervene. I don't know what to tell you. Look. He's grown. He's grown and he's at his house. 2nd down and 5. Oh wow! A pass inside the 5. Another catch by Williams. That was good throw and catch. I'll give him that. So now it's going to be 1st and goal from about the 2-yard line. Let's see what they do here from the 2. Oh, they got Peter Woods in there. Yeah, he's getting the ball. Yep, Peter Woods, touchdown Clemson. So it's about to be 17-3. Yeah, they had no shot of tackling him within 2 yards. A lot of people hate that play. I don't hate that play, especially if it works, which it's worked virtually every time they've done it. They got him in on kick protection, too. On the left side, you see that? Number 11? Peter Woods is playing all over the field. This guy's playing offensive line, defensive line, running back. We won't say much about it. I like that you respect your show. Sorry, bro. I don't know who you're talking. Are you talking to me? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. You don't need to be apologizing. I don't know why you're apologizing to me. All right, so Clemson up 17-3. What's going on over here in Baton Rouge? Baton Rouge. Baton Rouge. Pete, who is your top 5? I love everyone. That's a pretty interesting name. Miami, 1. Ohio State, 2. Indiana, 3. 4 and 5 are a little bit more difficult. I'd have to wait till I don't know. If A&M wins tonight, I'd have them 4. But that game's still going on. If Georgia wins tonight, I have them 5. A&M and Georgia are probably interchangeable, but that's probably what I would have them. There's my top 5. Miami, Ohio State, Indiana, Texas A&M, and Georgia. That's my top 5. I don't care. If I don't care about spoiling, people get mad about that. If there's something I don't want to be spoiled about, I just won't look at the chat until the play is over with. So y'all can talk freely about what happened. I don't care. Georgia is playing like crap. Well, they got to lose the game before I drop them out of my top 5. Maybe Alabama in there. I don't know. The number 5 spot's hard to figure out. Definitely. Jackpot's the only one that gets mad about that. Yeah, he gets mad about. Well, Jackpot gets mad about a lot of stuff. I mean, I love Jackpot, but he's a walking ball of anger, especially on game day. You know what I mean? He's either the highest of highs, like in a very good mood, or he's in a complete shit mood. There's not really much in between with him. And I know if you guys, you know what I'm talking about. I know you know what I'm talking about. All right, 1st and 10 LSU and 1st and 10 Boston College. And BC's moving the ball here. A gain of about 18 yards on 1st and 10. So it's going to be 1st down again for Boston College. They're playing fast. They're down 17-3 trying to catch up here. And they're going to run it for about 2. Incomplete pass. LSU looking for the flag. They don't get it. Second down and 8. And it's going to be a 1st down for Boston College. Look at them. They're playing hurry up. This is the Bill O'Brien special here. Boston College is moving the ball. They're about in field goal range here again. Yeah, secondary is it's not. Also, if you notice, there's a lot of teams attacking the middle of the field. It's not. Yeah. 2nd down and 8, a 7-yard run, so it's going to be 3rd and 1. And they're playing fast for a reason. And it's going to be a 1st down Boston College. So they're about to score again. The question is, are they going to get a field goal or a touchdown here? If they get a touchdown here, this game is interesting. Way early. Still early in the second quarter. 11 minutes left in the second quarter. This is just a very frustrating team to watch. What? Listen, look, there's nobody within fucking 10 yards of him. Inside the 15, 1st down, Boston College. Nobody in the vicinity of him. Not one guy. At the 12. Good Lord. Scott Kerr, thank you for the super chat, buddy. Appreciate you. Just checking in early to let you know Georgia is sucking ass. What's the score there? We talked about this all week on the live shows. Auburn beating Georgia would not be the most surprising thing to happen this week. Is Tom Allen on the sideline? I think so, yeah. Yeah, I think he said he was going to stay down there. First down and 10. This Clemson team, man, I'll tell you what. From the 12, Rush up the middle for about 4 or 5. I think you got about 4. Be second down and 6 inside the 10. They're about to fucking score a touchdown. I can feel it. Oh, 7-0. That's not that bad. Georgia's a second half team. They always come out slow. Every week. Second and 6. And good defense there finally. And he's going to pick up maybe about a yard, tackled by, what is he? Why is Dabo giving defensive signals? This is weird. Third and 6. From the 8. This play is going to be called dead. I think somebody called a timeout. And Clemson called a timeout. Dabo calling defense now. Yeah, that's what it looked like, didn't it? Seriously. Look at him. Look at him now. He's on the sideline. Clemson is cooked, man. Dabo is over there talking to the defense. What the fuck? Look at this. Does he have to? He's over there reminding them of what down it is? Oh, shit. Third down and 6. From the 8. I don't know what the flag's for. Dabo is pissed, though. They're going to call interference on Terrell. Is that what it says? These refs are evil. I don't know about that. That might be a little bit of a stretch there. That's a little harsh. That was... What? Oh, come on. That was definitely bullshit. First and goal now for Boston College. It's going to be a touchdown. That was a bullshit call, though, for real. Boy, the refereeing has been bad today. The refereeing in the Notre Dame game today was maybe the worst I've ever seen. It was bad. Am I still drunk, or are we really losing to Auburn? No, you're not still drunk. But yeah, you're losing to Auburn. That's true. So it's a one-score game, 10-7, 10-17 rather. Yeah, let's bring out the Batman movies and the prayer sessions and whatever the fuck else y'all are doing. I've been watching Clemson a long time, man, my entire life. Almost 39 years, almost 40 years. of watching them that I can remember. This is one of the harder seasons. There's been a lot of hard seasons, don't get me wrong, but from what they have, the expectations compared to what they're doing, this has been one of the harder seasons to watch for me. Big Dog Brett says Glenn Schumann need to be fired tonight. Is it time for Dabo to go? Maybe. It doesn't matter. He's not going anywhere. I haven't forgot the Tommy West years. It's like I said, the expectations for Tommy West was not high, though. Tommy West didn't win 2 national titles. Tommy West wasn't recruiting in the top 10 every year. Like, it's not the same thing. We expected Tommy West to suck. It's more about expectations than it is results. You know what I mean? Like, even for a short-term example of this, let's take Florida State. What they've been going through the last 2 years. They went undefeated in the regular season, won the ACC, got left out of the playoffs, got blown out. Next year went 2-10. This year they start out the season with a very I don't even know what the word I'm looking for here is. It was fool's gold win against Alabama week 1. They win the next couple of games, and then they go on a 3-game losing streak. So, like, they had worked themselves up into a tizzy thinking that, you know, we got Thomas Castanelis, we got this guy, we got that guy, we beat Alabama, we're undefeated after 3 or 4 weeks. And then what happens? They fall through. So it's always worse when you're expecting to be great. If you don't have really any expectations going into the game or the season, and it doesn't really matter. I mean, look, if you're at a bar drunk at 2 o'clock in the morning, your expectation is not to take home a 10, is it? No, you're taking home a 4. So when she's ugly in the morning, it doesn't really matter, does it? What's up, Stonehill Cowboy? Are you okay today? Yeah. I'm above ground. In all my years, what did he say? In all my years of teaching, I never had a class behave this bad. What? All right. Clemson's going to get the ball here. 9 minutes left in the half. Returned across the 25, first down Clemson. We'll see what they got here. 7-3, South Carolina over LSU. We'll see what Clemson can do here offensively. Boston College defense is absolute trash. So we'll see what Dabo special we got here. Why is Randall returning kick? Yeah, that's a great question. Yeah, I've been asking that all year. Why is Randall returning kickoffs? That's a great question. Why? There's 4 or 5 guys I could name before that should be returning kicks ahead of Randall. 1st and 10, Klubnik rolls out to his right, throws it, and it's caught by Wesco for a first down, hit immediately. LSU is going to lose. I hope they do because I got money on South Carolina. Actually, I don't even care if they lose. I just need South Carolina to either win or lose by less than 9. Other than that, I don't care. I'm not high on LSU at all. Their best win's Clemson. That tells you all you need to know right there. If your best win is Clemson in week 7, you're not very good. 2nd down and 10, no, 1st down by more. And we got a timeout, Boston College. Pete, do you think Dabo could steal Ryan Grubb? You mean steal Ryan Grubb? Maybe. This official is a soccer fan. Yeah, I know what you meant. Steal. Maybe. I mean, probably not, but maybe. LSU is not good. I think they're good, but I don't think they're as good as people thought they were, 3 weeks ago. I mean, I picked them to lose to Florida. I was right about that. I bet on South Carolina. Look, LSU's offense is terrible. Especially running the ball. Virginia is good. I would love to have Ryan Grubb as my OC. Yeah, well, a lot of people would love to have Ryan Grubb as their OC. I can name a lot of teams that are even ranked in the top 10 that would love to have him as their OC. Virginia offensively is very good. Most of the games Virginia gets in are shootouts, though. I mean, their offense is 10 times better than their defense is. But they found a way to win. I mean, you got to give Virginia credit. The overtime games, they win. Virginia's a fun team to watch. Penn State and Clemson could love to have them. Yes. Need to bring in an OC that uses the spread. Clemson's using the spread right now. I mean, it's too much spread, honestly, if you ask me. Morris is tough. They should have been it should have been a Tiger. Yeah, I just don't know. I mean, Clemson is a team that, in their best days, is draws elite running back talent, plays elite running back play, and right now, they're a finesse short pass team. It's it's very disappointing. Georgia looks pedestrian. They always look pedestrian in the first half. Well, what's the score there? They're still only down by 7. First down. Clemson from the 46, and Klubnik's going to keep it and gets tripped up, gets up to about the 41, 5-yard gain. For the Tigers. Second down and 5. Klubnik back to pass again. This time he throws it, caught by Wesco down to the 11. So right now they're executing the pass game fairly well. I just don't like the scheme to begin with, but against a team like Boston College defensively, you can do this. So this is part of the problem. I don't want to be too negative here, but it gives Clemson people a false sense of hope that this type of offense works against bad defenses like Boston College. But when you play a team that's worth a shit on defense, it doesn't work. You're not going to have receivers that wide open against any team that matters on your schedule. It's working against them, so that's great. But second down and 8. No, I would not want Lincoln Riley as my offensive coordinator. No, I don't like that style of offense. 2nd down and 8. I don't like that style of offense. And Lincoln Riley's, I mean, he's made whatever, $100 million off that style of offense, and that's great. It's just not what I like. So, I like downhill running teams, run first teams. That's what I like. That's not going to change. 3rd down and 8. And it's going to be a timeout called by Clemson. What's up, Pastor Dave? They better if Auburn scores here. He gets louder than hell. All right, so timeout Clemson. What's going on over here in Baton Rouge? It is LSU ball, 1st and 10 at the South Carolina 20. Nussmeier throws, caught inside. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 5 for the Bayou Bengals. All right, here we go. 3rd and 8, Clemson. 6.5 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. Klebnik's going to keep it. And he's going to get the 1st down. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 5. Did they call a timeout? What? First and goal. Boy, this referee crew is... The ACC's got the worst refs. It's not close. I mean, really? Unbelievable. Clemson game, TO reviews or injured players. Does Clemson get the ball first out of halftime? No. No. Yeah, Clemson got the ball first to start the game. And they went right down the field inside the, 15-yard line and had to kick a field goal because they couldn't score. Pete, is Jeff Scott free to coach our offense? Yes, he is. He is. And depending on how this season goes, he might end up being the one that does next year. But you know how Dabo is. And look, I'm not saying he shouldn't. But the first person getting a call is a former Clemson player or coach. And so, yeah, that's more likely than anything. 1st and goal. Klubnik throws it in the end zone, throws it in the dirt. Incomplete. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Let's just fucking keep running the ball for no fucking reason. I mean, passing the ball for no reason. I've said it over and over again. This is just is what it is. Touchdown by Klubnik. I don't even care. He scored. Why run him quarterback over and over? Yeah, again. I'm glad he scored. It was a good play. And that's going to be 24-10, Clemson. They forgot about Randall. They forgot about Davidson. It's the Cade Klubnik show. That's what it is. It's like they're trying to convince us that Cade Klubnik is who we thought he was in preseason. That's what it seems like. 6-yard touchdown reception. LSU is about to take the lead by 3 against the Gamecocks. So it's 10-7. We got a game here in Baton Rouge, 24-10 Clemson. 5 minutes left. Boston College got the ball 1st and 10. And I don't know what the hell that kind of play that was from the 25, but they got maybe a yard out of that. Can Clemson beat SMU next week? I don't know, man. Can they? Yeah, of course they can. They'll be favored probably too. But will they is a different story. It'll be interesting. We still have to see how this game ends here, but let's say Clemson walks out of Boston College with a win. What will the spread be next week with SMU? Clemson will probably be favored by, if I had to guess, probably 4.5 or 5. It'll be less than it'll be a touchdown or less. So that's not a lot. How about Indiana? Yeah, how about them? They should be in the top 3 or 4, in my opinion, in the country. If they keep this up with Cade, we will have Vizina as a starter shortly. No, you won't. I don't know why you think that. No, Vizina's not starting anytime this year, unless Cade gets hurt. Big pass play by Boston College inside the 45. 1st down, Eagles. Got torched. Just got torched. And on 1st and 10, about 3 yards on the short pass. 2nd down and 7 coming up for the Eagles here. It's 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in the half. Georgia may win, but they look mediocre. That's how they looked last week in the first half. Mediocre. 2nd down and 5. And they're going to run for about 1 yard. 3rd down and 4. Clock continues to run. Clemson out of timeouts, by the way. They made a bunch of dumbass timeouts early in the half for no apparent reason that I can figure out. So now they're left with no timeouts at the end of the half here. Florida State's not going to make a bowl. Yeah, they will. And on 3rd and 4, Boston College is going to get the 1st down. They're about to score here before the half. Still got plenty of time, and they got 2 timeouts too, so. BC gets the ball to start the 2nd half. Oh. Well, somebody just asked if Tom Allen was on the sideline. Yeah, he's just over there arguing. Dabo's yelling at Tom Allen on the sideline about something. God knows what he's saying. It's probably the dumbest conversation you ever heard. What are you doing, man? I don't know. I don't know. Clemson defense makes trash offenses look good. All right, anyway, back in Baton Rouge, it's 10-7 LSU. South Carolina's got the ball 2nd down and 8. 11 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. And the Gamecocks got the ball at the 39-yard line. There's so many stoppages. Looking a lot like Utah and Arizona State will be delayed because of lightning. Going to start the game at midnight Pacific time? Are you being serious, dude? Is that really what they're saying? 3 in the morning Eastern time is when they're talking about start. That's got to be a joke. That's got to be a joke. First of all, it's only 6 o'clock Pacific time right now. They would have to, you're projecting 6 hours ahead of now? I don't think that's even possible. All right, here we go. I have to wait for the lightning to stop when? 6 more hours? I mean, you said midnight Pacific time. That's 6 hours from now. 2nd down and 18. And it's going to be 3rd down and 18 now for the Gamecocks. 10 minutes left in the half. Taters need to get a half a point more. All right, 2nd down tonight, Boston College. Oh, it's a fumble. Get on the ball. Clemson gets the ball. Well, hold on. They're going to say he's down. Well, come on now. That looked to me like Clemson recovered the ball. And they did. Let's fucking go. How dare you?
How dare you?
About time. Shit.
Clemson fans piss me off.
Recovered by Parker. Looks like Sammy Brown caused the fumble, and Parker got it. That's the first turnover that the defense has caused in 3 games, I think. 4 games. Spread 14.5. I took Clemson. I got Clemson at minus 14 on Monday. So, whatever, 6 days ago. 1st and 10, Klubnik has got all freaking day, throws it. Wide open, drop pass by Pat Henry. Sid says Lou down bad. 2nd down and 10. Klubnik throws a quick pass, caught, makes a guy miss across the 50. Keep going inside the 40, down to the 37. Nice one. 1st down, Clemson. That was good. I like that play design right there. They're trying to hurry up here, but the players don't know what's going on. Klubnik throws it deep. He's got a guy in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Bryant Wesco. Let's go. Wesco's balling out. This is great. I mean, Clemson's, Boston College defense is terrible. Now look, this is just a great play by number 12. So that he was actually covered there. I'll give credit to Clemson there and Wesco, and also a good pass by Klubnik on the outside where it was hard for the defender to get. That was a good pass there. But Clemson's defense got to step up here and make a stop. Let's end this here. Don't let them score before the half. We got 1 minute and 23 seconds left here before half. Don't let Bill O'Brien's offense go down there and get 3 points or even worse, 6 or 7 points. 31-10. I'm going to take a celebratory shot here. That was a good drive. I'll give them that. I'll pile on them whenever they're doing dumb shit, but I get even credit when they're doing good. That was a good drive there. I like that drive. The 6-7 joke's been annoying. I don't even know what you're talking about. That was a great throw and catch there. So at this point, we'll see what happens here at the half. But you're up 21 points. This is what happened against North Carolina, is they were up 21 points, and instead of just running the ball and running the clock down and demoralizing the defense for North Carolina, they still kept on being pass happy, and I just don't understand that philosophy. So let's see if now that they're up 3 touchdowns, if they hold them here, let's just run the ball. But I don't think they're going to do that, though. Georgia's in big trouble. All right. Anyway, here's my celebratory shot. Cheers. Go Tigers, everybody. Yeah, he wants to throw the ball 60. There's no doubt about it. That's what's so frustrating is the situational unawareness of this offense is that when you're up big, instead of taking the easy route, running the ball, running the clock down, demoralizing the defense, you just continue to throw the ball. And so, and that's what they're going to do. I mean, I don't know why I'm even considering the idea that they're not going to do that, because that's what they're going to do. But why doesn't 47 Ronan break up a pass? Put Georgia players in cars, they'll go a lot faster. God dang, y'all are brutal, man. Y'all are brutal. We still have a good game over here in Baton Rouge. 7-10, LSU's got the ball up by 3. 8 minutes left in the second quarter. Third down.
What's the Georgia score?
I don't know.
I heard they're losing by like 17.
This better be the Clemson team we see for the rest of the season. Well, if we play Boston College and North Carolina every week, yeah. We got a real game next week. We'll see how they do there. 3rd down and 7 for BC. Whatever, there's some play under review here. Why isn't Bill O'Brien needs glasses? Y'all see him on the sideline? Y'all see Bill O'Brien every time something happens, he goes like this. He goes like this. Like, bro, if you got to stick the paper 3 inches from your eyeball, then you might need to get glasses or contacts or something. Call your eye doctor, your local optometrist, somebody. If you're doing this, shit ain't right. Yeah, we're down 31-10. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's because I can't fucking see. You know? I love everyone BC defense sucks on D. If Clemson wins next week, I'll have more confidence. I'm not confident in them still. Sorry. If they blow them out, maybe. I'm just jaded. I don't like the style of offense that Clemson plays. That's all it is. That's all it is. I don't like it. I like when they win. I just don't like the way they're doing it. That may sound weird, but it's just how I feel. I see the early line for SMU and Clemson next week at 11.5. I think it'll be less than that. If I had to guess, I would say probably around a touchdown or less. 7.5, 7-ish. What time is it in Utah right now? It's like 6 o'clock. All right, here we go. 3rd down and 10. For the Eagles on their own 39. Tackle him. Yeah, he got 6 yards on the scramble there. So now it's going to be 4th down, and they should punt here. I don't know why they would not, unless they're desperate, which they're going to go. They're going to pretend like they're going for it. We'll see what they do. They're pretending like they're going for it at the 43. They are going for it. They snapped the fucking ball. Incomplete. Well, that was dumb as shit. Boy, that was really dumb. That was really dumb. Boy, Bill O'Brien, he might be worse than Garrett Riley play calling in this game. Auburn's had the ball for 21 minutes in the first half. Dave Doran lost 36. Yeah, Dave Doran's a complete disaster. Why he's not been fired already is a complete mystery to me. Well, I know I hadn't been fired. NC State doesn't care about football. That's clear. They're paying this guy $6 million a year, $7 million a year, whatever it is, to be a 7-win team every year. The NC State's not serious about football. They're not. What's up, the Bartholo? 8 seconds left. Come on. What are they going to do here? 2nd down and 10. Clemson. Instead of trying to kick a long field goal, they'll let Klubnik do something. Risk injury or turnover for no fucking reason at all. I'd rather kick a 65-yard field goal here than this. 8 seconds left. All right. Now they're in field goal range. All right. So I'll no, come on now. Why you let the clock run out? There was still 3 seconds left when he went out of bounds. There's still 3 seconds left when he went out of bounds. You got to be shitting me. Dabo's right to be mad about this. Dabo is right to be mad about this. Put 3 seconds left on the clock. This is bullshit here. Look, Dabo's right to be mad about this. That is crazy. Put time back on the clock. That wasn't even close. It's not like it was, or maybe there was no. Hell, it might have been more time than that. You got to be shitting me. But these refs fucking suck. Yeah, this is a joke. Watch this. There's still 4 seconds left, man. Look at it. Watch this. Yeah, what a joke. I mean, it's just such. I like these type of calls that are so egregious. Like, how can you be so fucking bad at your job? How can you be that fucking bad? It's not even close. It's not questionable or close. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, exactly. After review, we're completely retarded, and we don't know how to count from 1 to 5. 5 seconds left. They got that call wrong by 5 entire seconds. How bad do you have to be to get it wrong by 5 whole seconds? Holy shit. And the kick is good. These refs are fucking terrible, man. 34-10. These refs are so bad. Refs have a bet on the game. Who knows these days? I mean, Clemson's probably going to win the game because Boston College is just bad anyway. But it's just not the point. It's not even like even on some of the targeting calls and the whatever. There's close calls about whether it's a catch or not. Like, you can sort of make an argument on both sides. But when somebody just misses the time clock by an entire 5 seconds on on a routine out of bounds call, seriously, who are they hiring? This shit is annoying. We're looking like a Clemson team for once, but it's because we're up against a bad eight. Yeah, Boston College sucks. I'm sorry, they do. They're not good. And so, look, to Clemson's credit, they're not playing perfectly, but they're blowing out a bad ACC team like they should. So, I mean, who am I to complain about that? There is some things I don't like about the team in general or the philosophy in general, but at this point in the season, it's not week 1 or week 2 anymore. Like, this is who they are, and it's not going to change until the coaching changes or coordinators change. So I just got to learn how to deal with it. I'm still going to complain about it. There's no doubt about that. I'm still going to complain about it. Boston College is ready to be hockey season. Let me turn on the Georgia game during halftime here. What channel is that on? ABC? Gotcha. Got it. Also, I'm going to look at my bets here. See how we're doing. God Clemson says we need to save our starters after next touchdown running backs. Well, I don't know that you can afford to save your starters at this point. Defense is not playing great. I agree we don't need 70 points, but we need to make sure the game's out. I mean, there's still 2 entire quarters left. You need to make sure the game's out of touch before you start doing that. Look, it's like I've been saying the whole game. What they need to do is start running the ball and stop this passing 90% of the time bullshit. Chew the clock down, wear the defense down, get out of there with a W. But no, they won't do that. Cade Klubnik will come out. They'll throw the ball another fucking 70% of the time in the second half, like they always do, because that's what Garrett Riley's offense is. That's what it is. What's up, SC Country? Florida State's down, but yeah, Florida State's down real bad. Yeah. All right, let's look at the bets here for let's see what bets I have left. Right now, what I have left is Georgia Auburn over 46.5 points total. South Carolina +9. And right now they are down 3. And late in the second quarter. And Clemson -14. So let me look here. Let me see live bets. So the live bets right now are Florida and Texas A&M. Florida +13.5, Texas A&M -13.5. It's 21-14. I kind of like Florida at +13.5 there, honestly. I don't think they'll win, but 13.5 points, I might bet that. Yeah. $20. We'll do that. Yeah, it didn't make me like the line's changing so fast it wouldn't let me make the bet. Let me try it again. If you ever thought Miley Cyrus was hot, Then that means you think Jeffrey Donovan is hot? What? I mean, I don't know if I ever thought Miley Cyrus was hot, but if you're asking which one do you rather sleep with, there's not really a question about that. I'll sleep with the one that has a vagina. All right, here we go. Iowa is beating Wisconsin 30-0. What? Holy shit. When's the last time Iowa scored 30 points in any game? That's a crazy number there. Y'all keep telling me Georgia's getting blown out. It's 10-0. I'm going to take Georgia plus 5.5. Yep. What is going on here? There we go. I got Georgia plus 5.5. It's the same dude, I'm pretty sure. No, it's not. Miley Cyrus is Billy Ray Cyrus' daughter. It's not she. You need to get off Twitter or whatever the fuck you're on. You think everybody's a man? Miley Cyrus is not a guy. There's pictures of her when she was a little girl. She's like since she's a baby. So yeah, so some of y'all are weird. Refs blew that a fumble call. Score isn't reflective of Georgia performance. They'll turn it around. Well, Georgia's always terrible in the first half. From a betting perspective, betting on Georgia in the second half is usually a winner. Now, they might not be tonight. I don't know. Maybe Auburn will blow them out. But I'll play the odds. You know what I mean? I always play the odds in that case. Fumble Georgia on the, yeah. All right, here it is. 2nd down and 10 for Georgia. And stiff arms, 1st down. About a 15-yard run there by the Bulldogs. 1 minute and 20 seconds left. Georgia's still scoreless. Georgia doesn't have really an explosive offense to score in a short amount of time, though. So unless they get they need a big chunk play. 2nd down, Bulldogs. 1 minute and 14 seconds left in the half. Second down and 3. Stockton. And he throws it over the middle, complete for a 1st down, but they're just going to run out of time here. This is across the 30. They need to throw the ball downfield here, which is not what they're good at. Stockton again, under pressure, rolls out to his right. And they're going to call the play dead for some reason. I would take 1 score game point at this point. Well, anybody would take a 1-point win. Winning by 1 point's way better than losing by 1 point. We only need about 30 to 40 yards for Woodfering field goal. Yeah, good luck. I mean, I'm not saying you can't get it, but Georgia's offense is pretty frustrating. I got to imagine it's a lot like watching Clemson's offense. It's frustrating. The rolling on field is a complete pass. And they're looking at it to see if it is. And they're going to say it was complete. So advantage Georgia, first down Dogs. 1 minute and 10 seconds left here in the half. Down 10-0 from their own 32. And Stockton rolls out to his right under pressure. And he's going to throw to the sideline, and I think he got it complete for a first down, and he got out of bounds. So, all right, they're moving it here. See if they can keep it up. From the 43, Stockton, and they call the play dead. But this is the longest half ever. What are they doing? Another fucking review. These reviews have ruined college football. Every fucking play is a review. Every play is a review. That's inbounds. I saw it in 2 seconds. It's going to take them 4 minutes to figure it out. Every play is a review. We'll get back to them when they figure out what's going on. Meanwhile, back in Baton Rouge, 2nd down and 10, South Carolina's got the ball incomplete. Right out of the hand. That was not Lenora Sellers' fault. That was right out of the receiver's hands. Rowe dropped it. Rowe just dropped it. Someone tell me when the Clemson game comes back on, because I know it's probably coming back on here in just a second. Oh, looking at the hit on Stockton, is that what it is? But that's the second review in the past 3 plays. 1st down and 10, South Carolina. Sellers is off to the races. And he gets up to the 40. Uh-oh, South Carolina might take the lead here before the half. In Baton Rouge. 1 minute and 40 seconds left. from the LSU 41-yard line. Sellers got time, throws it incomplete. 2nd down and 10. And they ejected the Auburn defender for targeting. Boy, he got screwed. He got right at the end of the first half. So 1st and 10 Auburn and 2nd down and 10 South Carolina. These plays are happening simultaneously here. Incomplete for South Carolina and incomplete for Georgia. 3rd and 10 South Carolina, 2nd down and 10 Georgia. Ejecting a player needs to be reworked. I agree. We talked about this on the midday show the other day. I think there should be levels. It's just, they say they don't want to do intent or whatever. They do it in other sports. They do it in basketball. They do it in soccer. There's no reason they can't do a level 1, level 2, level 3 penalty or foul or whatever you want to call it. So they do it in other sports. The idea that it can't be done is just stupid. So I agree with you. It needs to be redone. It's just like laws in this country. You know, you never wake up, or you hardly ever used to wake up and hear that a law has been repealed. It's always more laws overnight. More laws, more laws, more laws. They never take away laws, they only add more. It's the same way with sports, especially with football, college football. They just keep adding more and more rules. They don't take any bad ones away, though. What's the excuse for Florida State fans this week, Pete? I have no idea. Their excuse should be they have a bad coach with a bad philosophy of building a team. You got a bunch of mercenaries. And I don't know what's going on with the athletic department there, but they're making bad decisions pretty much all the way around. That should be their excuse, but they'll probably find a way to figure, blame it on the refs. Or, I don't know, the person, the bus driver that drove him there, or the towel boy or somebody. I don't know. Stockton throws it, another fucking flag. This has been the longest 1 minute in the history of football I've ever seen in my life. Holy shit! Is that a touchdown? LSU's going to get the ball here with a minute left. Brian Kelly's face is more purple than his shirt, if that's even possible. Brian Kelly looks like that emoji of the dick emoji on YouTube or on your phone of the eggplant. That's what Brian Kelly looks like. He looks like a human dick emoji. He does. Look at him. Holy shit. He's a human dick emoji. Another flag. Look at him. To be fair, Shane Beamer would look the same way if he wasn't wearing white instead of he's wearing white and not purple. You put a purple shirt on him, he'd look like the eggplant dick emoji too. All right, Clemson game back on. Thank you for telling me. Yeah. This is painful. Watching this Georgia game is painful. It's every play is a review for 10 minutes or a flag. Holy shit. All right, back in Clemson, or back in Boston College to be exact. Clemson's going to kick the ball off here, up 34-10. Well, it fits him. Yeah, it does fit him. Lou's stream is unbearable. They're partying over there, I'm sure. All right, here we go. Third quarter begins in Boston. We'll see if Boston College got an answer. Well, one thing I do know is Clemson's defense has not played great tonight. We'll see what Bill O'Brien's dialed up here to challenge this Clemson defense, and we'll see what Clemson's defensive coordinator, Tom Allen, has dialed up to try to stop them. Right off the fucking rip, as soon as I say that, right off the rip, a big run, another flag. It's like flag football over here. This is flag football. Holding against Boston College. Wow, shocker there. Do you think ACC refs are bad? SEC refs suck? No. I watch all kinds of football. There's not... Look, maybe if you want to pick an individual game, as a collective group, there's not a conference worse than the ACC. I've seen them all. The ACC's got the worst refs as a collective group. Now, you might be able to pick out one game here in this conference or there, whatever, but as a group, it's the ACC. There's no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Third down now for Boston College. Down by 24 points. Gamecocks got the ball back with 35 seconds left in the first half there. 3rd and 12, Boston College under pressure, sacked. Finally, a sack by the Clemson defense. 4th down, time to punt, bitch.
Clemson fans piss me off.
10-3 at half for us is a miracle. Yeah. And Boston College going to have to punt. The punt is up. And Wesco is going to return it across the 50, across the 40, inside, all the way down to almost the 30-yard line. Great field position for another flag. Where's my fucking flag at? We'll see who this is against. Every play is a flag. Holding against Clemson. Of course it is. Third and 5 Gamecocks. 26 seconds left here in the first half. Down by 3. Sellers rolls out to his left. He's going to keep. He's going to get the first down and more. Runs out of bounds. Good play there by Lenore Sellers. Up to about the 47. 18 seconds left. They're almost in field goal range. They can tie it up here. All he needs about maybe, 5 or 6 more yards. They can tie it up in Baton Rouge. First down and 10, Clemson. Klubnik rolls out to his right. Jukes a guy back to his left, back to his right. This looks like a goddamn pinball machine game. Anyway, he scrambles his way for about 3 or 4 yards there. Why doesn't have high-vis yellow goalposts besides Georgia and Auburn? Huh? 2nd down and 6. And they're going to give the ball to Randall, and he gets the 1st down on 2nd and 6. I think he got 6 yards there, and he did. No. Yes, they did. They gave it to him. 1st down, Tigers. Man, Auburn is blowing it. 1st and 10, Clemson. And they're going to review that. Why does everything have to be a review? This is... All right, I'm about to pee while they review this then. I don't know what that was, but it is halftime in Baton Rouge. 10-7. LSU over the Gamecocks. They're still. I went to pee and everything. They're still reviewing what's going on here in Boston. Call overturned. 3rd down, Clemson. Wow. So it's going to be 3rd and 1 for the Tigers. From the 49-yard line. Third down and 1. And they're going to give the ball to Randall. He's not going to get the 1st down. So they're going to have a decision here to make. It's going to be 4th and 1. They got back to the line of scrimmage. Are they going to go for it, or are they going to punt? I would go for it here if it were me, but I have a feeling Dabo's going to punt it here. Up by 24 points on the road. I'd go for it. Yeah, they're going to punt it. They're acting like they're going for it. I don't think they really do, though. I'd be shocked if they did. And they do go for it. It's Klubnik with the quarterback sneak. I got it. I'm surprised. I didn't think he was going to do that. I really didn't think he was going to do that. I thought he was going to fake it. He got it. 1st and 10, Clemson. Scott says Georgia's big fat envelopes to the refs have paid off. I see what you did there. A&M 24, Florida 17. That's the best game so far tonight, honestly. The A&M and Florida game, it looks like the best game on right now. Wellness check on Lou. I don't know. I don't know what he's doing right now. Is he streaming on Patreon or something? 10-point swing and ejection. Loud. 21-7. Southern Cal over Michigan. Yeah, Michigan's not good. Let's see what I have. How are my bets doing? That's all I care about. Let's see here. I have the Georgia. This is before the game even started, so these are my bets. I got Georgia and Auburn over 46.5. I live bet Georgia plus 5.5 during the second quarter. I got South Carolina plus 9 and Clemson minus 4. All these right now are looking pretty good. Again, it's still early. It's halftime for most of these games. Most of my bets are looking pretty good right now, but I'll probably lose at least one or two of them. If I only lose one of them, that'd be great. He's streaming on YouTube now? Oh, he is? Oh, Lord. Yeah, let me pull it up. He decided to go live on YouTube. The thumbnail's even funny. Lord have mercy.
Live shows, they be trying to jump in your goddamn truck like this. They be like trying to jump out
yes,
the water.
Raynox says y'all earned 80% of the money. Yeah, Lou's not doing shit.
Like, you sitting in red lights and you like trying to roll the window, keep them jumping in. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to jump in the goddamn truck.
All right,
fucking fish.
Here we go, guys. Texas fans. Will Townsend, thank you for the super chat. Texas is back. Enough said. How many times is that now?
All right. Back in BC, 2nd down and 5. Clemson ball up 34-10. Second down and 5. Klubnik, short pass to Brown, caught, 2-yard gain there. This offense is so hard to watch, man. It's just, oh my God. What happened to just, we're going to fucking run it down your throat and own you offense? It's just gone. It's just gone. It's soft. This offense is so fucking soft, man. I can't stand it. Every game watching Clemson offensively is painful for me. Every game. Incomplete. Why am I not at Lou's party? My son had his red belt test today. My other son had a job interview, and I'm doing YouTube, so that's why. Good news is, son got his red belt, other son got a job. successful day. Yeah, oh my God, an under the center run. 4th down and 3 for Clemson. They're going for it. And Klubnik throws it to Antonio Williams, caught inside the 30. 1st down, Tigers. Let's go. It's a pain, Pete, constant pain for 3 years. Yeah, I don't like the offensive philosophy. I mean, look, and people misconstrue what I say every week. They're like, oh, you know, how could you hate on Adam Randall? How could you hate on Antonio Williams? How could you hate on Brian Wesco? Like, they'll name all the good players in the offense. I'm like, I'm not hating on them. I just don't like the philosophy. What are we doing here? Again, why are you doing trick plays? You're up 24 points. Just run the ball down the throat. I'm about to have a stroke. They have the ability to do this, and they refuse to fucking do it every week. It's really hard for me to watch this offense. Again, another fucking pass. Klubnik throws it, interception. What the fuck are you doing? Why are they continuing to throw it every fucking down for no fucking reason at all? This shit is so old. I'm over it. I hate, the Garrett Riley experiment should be fucking over with. It's embarrassing. I'm about to pass out. Fucking hate this offense, man. And here's the thing, is there's too many good players and not even good, great players on this offense to be doing this shit. Fucking air raid. I hate it. It's just, I don't get it. I don't get it. Why, when you are successful as a running team, even in this year, a terrible year for your team, you have been extremely successful running the ball with your running backs, but you still, week after week after week after week, even with big leads, refuse to do it. I'm choking. I'm going to lose my voice. I think I might have just lost my voice over here. Holy shit. It's just so frustrating. It is so frustrating. 3rd and 12. And I don't even know what that was. Clemson will get the ball back here. I just don't. And here's the thing. There's still 6.5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter here. And Clemson's up by 24 points. And what should you do? You should be running the ball 80% of the time, if not all the time. But they won't. They won't. It's the same shit, different. It's the same shit every fucking week. Should have run. Yeah, of course. It's unbelievable. Dabo Sweeney would run the ball, but Garrett Riley, yeah. Well, no, it's not. Well, first of all, it's not that. Here's the other thing. Dabo Sweeney's not running the offense. And it's a good thing and a bad thing. When Dabo hires great coordinators like Brent Venables and like Tony Elliott and Jeff Scott, and things are working, and he lets them do their thing, it works great. if you know what if you let them do their thing, and it works great. The problem is when you don't hire the right guy for the right job, for the right personnel, and the kind of guys you recruit on offense, especially, it doesn't work. You've got a team right now in Clemson who at the very least should have one loss, maybe against LSU, maybe. That's week 1. That's it. But offensively, this team has no identity. They were not recruited to Clemson to play this type of offense. They were not recruited to a Big 12 team. And that's what they look like. It's very frustrating. But they're not going to change anything. Garrett Riley, this is how he... Look, Garrett Riley, this is what he is. He's a Big 12 air raid spread offense guy. That's what he is. That's what he's going to be. It's not changing until he's gone. So this is what we're going to get. It's what we're going to get. Name me one Big 12 air raid offense that's won a national title in the playoff era. I'll wait. None. Zip. Zero. It's not going to happen. Paul Johnson offense or Garrett Riley up. They're both equally bad. Running the triple option. You know what? I'd probably rather have Paul Johnson's offense, honestly. But I wouldn't want either one of them. Who's the guy in the white shirt on Lou's channel? Is that Jay Shipes? Let me look. I'll tell you. I don't see anybody with a white shirt on there right now. So I don't know. But Jay is there, yeah. Just look at Riley at OU. Great offense until the playoffs versus real defenses. Tree NGO says we are winning. Yeah, that's great. First down and 10. Clemson. Jay is wearing the white shirt and the black. Yeah. I don't know what Jay, I'm not there. I don't know what Jay's wearing. Second down and 7, Clemson. Clemson can win this game by 100 points. I don't fucking like Garrett Riley's offense. I don't know how to, many more times I can say it. It's embarrassing. Anytime they play a team that's worth a fuck, they lose because this offense is so bad. Not even the offense, it's the philosophy of the offense. Boston College and North Carolina are the literal 2 worst teams in the ACC. 2 of the worst teams in the country. So if you're hanging your hat on beating them by 24 points, well, I don't know what to tell you. They should be beating them by 50 right now. They're giving that guy a hard time, calling him a wife beater. He was arrested for domestic violence. What? First down and 10. Oh, big play. Inside the 30, down to the 25. It's going to be first and 10 Tigers. Easy E with the big play there. Look, a run. What have I been saying? It seems like every time they commit to the run, good things happen, but they don't want to do it. It's weird. It's an obsession. It's an obsession. First down and 10, Clemson. Clemson's going to throw it again for no fucking reason at all. And just run around like a chicken with his head cut off. Throws it inside around the 10-yard line, intended for Randall, incomplete. Let's just keep throwing the ball. I can't wait for this season to be over. I really can't wait for this season to be over. I can't. Dabo said he wants more run. He's been saying that since week 1, but they're not doing it. So I don't believe him. At all. He's lying. That's incomplete too, by the way. By Randall. Good effort there, but no, bad pass. And the ball hit the ground. So this is going to be incomplete. Yeah, throw the ball, Randall, not run with Randall. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Again, this is the Garrett Riley offense. This is what you get. He'd rather throw it to the running back than run with the running back who's averaging 7 yards a carry. That's what he'd rather do. Makes a lot of fucking sense. Pete, do you think Auburn should have the touchdown or no? I don't know. I'm not watching that game, so I don't even know what play you're talking about. We're going to watch this Clemson play for the next 18 minutes, the same play over and over again for the next 18 minutes. Auburn got robbed. Yeah, I don't know. And after 17 minutes, I told you what happened 5 minutes ago, and it's incomplete. 2nd down and 10. Back to actual football here. Inside of 4 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. There's been more reviews in this game. It's been unbelievable. Almost every play is a flag or a review. 2nd down and 10. Is there another short pass? I can't anymore with this fuck. I can't. I cannot with this fucking team anymore. I hate this offense. I have gone from just frustrated to hating it. It's embarrassing. Everything's a fucking pass. Everything. You're up by 24 points. Let's just continue to pass the ball. Probably gonna fucking pass it here too, watch. 3rd and 8. Yeah, another pass. He caught it. Antonio Williams is going to get the 1st down inside the 10. Another pass. First and goal from the 7. Give the ball to Eazy-E, and he gets blown up at the 10. For a loss. 2nd down and goal. Stat padding. For what? There's no reason to even stat pad at all. The only stat you should be padding is your win record. Win-loss record. It's really hard to watch for me. Still 7-10 in Baton Rouge, though. Klubnik's going to keep it, and he's going to get absolutely blown up. They're going to get this fucking guy killed. And look, it looks like he's probably hurt. This is what's going to happen. You're going to get your prize quarterback, your golden boy, hurt. Look at him. He's limping. by doing this dumb shit. Yeah. Boy, who saw this coming? Klubnik's rattled and shaken up. I wonder why. Because you run him more than you run your fucking running backs. That's why. Dumb motherfuckers. Second, I'm just going to stop talking about Clemson for a minute because I got to just separate myself from that. So first down and 10 for the Gamecocks, down by 3, 10-7. Sellers rolls out to his left across the 45-yard line. This is a replay, I think. Yeah, here we go. So now they got the first down. 1st and 10, South Carolina from the 46. And Sellers rolls out to his left again and gets maybe a yard. 2nd down coming up for them.
Dad,
What?
the cat's really wet. She went outside in the rain.
What do you want me to do about it?
Can I get a towel?
I don't, whatever. Yeah, Sellers is dangerous when he gets with his legs. 2nd down and 9. And big run by the South Carolina running back, almost at a 40-yard line, 1st down Gamecocks. This is one of the better games on right now. LSU and South Carolina. K done for the day, now run a fucking running back. Yeah, no, but they won't. They'll bring in Vizina and let him throw the ball 80 times. It's just... It's so painful to watch Clemson's offense. It's just, I know it sounds like a broken record because I am, but it's fucking painful. I don't get it at all. I don't understand it at all. And again, I don't know who it was earlier. Somebody earlier was like, yeah, well, Dabo says we should run it more. He's been saying that for 7 weeks. Cheers, everybody. Go Tigers. Cheers, everybody. Thank you for being here. He's been saying it for 7 weeks, but talk is fucking cheap, man. And look, Garrett Riley's the one calling the plays, but you're the head coach of this team. Like, somebody needs to step in and be like, hey, when we get in these games, especially against bad teams like North Carolina and Boston College, why are we out here risking our best offensive players, whether they're wide receivers or running backs, throwing the ball 80% of the time? We've got a bunch of running backs who are pretty good, and they've proven they're pretty fucking good all year. Let's run them. Run the clock down. Get out of here without injuries. No. Let's keep throwing it for no fucking apparent reason at all. Because, I mean, we have to prove to everybody that K. Klubnik isn't a complete bullshit quarterback by padding his stats against bad teams when you're up by 30 fucking points. Do you think Indiana could win the Big Ten? Yeah, I think they could, yeah. Sure. They're definitely one of the best teams in the Big Ten, top 2 or 3. So sure, I think they could. Yeah, they said, yeah, you're right. Yeah, Eric. It's just, we'll continue to say one thing and do a different thing. That's what it is. That's why it's so frustrating. I'd have more respect for an interception. Look at that. Look at what's going on here. Another fucking pass and another interception. Oh my God. Why? This is such a joke. This is a joke. What kind of play? The play calling is at an all-time low. Cade might have a concussion. Vizina can't throw. But let's just continue to throw the fucking ball every down. It's unbelievable. Is Adam Randall hurt? No. Is Gideon Davidson hurt? No. Is Eazy-E hurt? No. Is Keith Adams hurt? No. Oh, but let's run Cade Klubnik. By the way, guys, there's still a whole quarter left here. It's only a 24-point game. Don't put it past Clemson to lose this fucking game, by the way. This game ain't over. There's the end of the third right there. Fourth quarter. This is the most frustrating team, one of the most frustrating Clemson teams I've ever watched before. Lou is drunk on the stream and he's expressing how much he loves you at the moment. I love him too. I love all my friends. Yeah, the last four, it's just, I mean, I'm not saying that when Jeff Scott and Tony Elliott were calling the plays, it wasn't perfect. I mean, there was a lot of mistakes made, particularly in the playoff game when Jeff Scott was. This was during the COVID year. You remember that? That was particularly bad. Jeff Scott was out with COVID, so Tony Elliott had to take over the play calling duties by himself, and it turned out to be a complete disaster. This reminds me a lot of this here. ETN was averaging 6-7 yards a carry in the game, and they gave him the ball like once or twice in the entire fourth quarter. It was a one-score game. Really weird play calling there. I just don't understand why these teams completely abandon the run game when the run game is about control. That's what it's about. You're controlling the game. You're controlling the clock. But they just want to pass it. Pass. It's so fucking frustrating, especially when the run game is working. I just don't understand that philosophy at all. But having said that, if you look at Virginia's offense right now, they are what Clemson's offense was 10 years ago, right? When Elliott was one of the offensive coordinators. They are a bully ball. We're going to beat you. We are going to bully you up front. We're going to run it down your throat and make you stop us. And that's going to open up the passing game for everybody involved. You don't need to have a Heisman caliber quarterback when you're doing that. And we have the guys to do it now, but again, we refuse to do it. So this is a completely different philosophy of what you're seeing with Garrett Riley's offense than what you saw with the Tony Elliott and Jeff Scott offense. But it is what it is. That's not changing. You know? I don't want Pierman. He's non-starter. I don't think you need to change quarterbacks. I think you need to change your play calling. It's not Klubnik's fault. He's required to throw it 90% of the time. That's not Klubnik's not really the problem. He's not played great, but he's not the problem. They're putting everything on Klubnik's shoulders when he doesn't need to be that guy. Klubnik does not need to be the guy that wins every game. Okay? We've got other guys that can do it. Fourth down and 2, Boston College. From the, what is this, the 28? And the kick is up. And this is going to be an interference call. I don't know what this is going to be. What a shit show. This game is a shit show. Everything about this game is a shit show, ain't it? It's just bad. Let's see what this call is here. It looked to me like it was an interference call against Boston College on the kick. But I don't know. Maybe it wasn't. He called for a fair catch. So that's definitely... No, he got ran into by his own player. Oh, god damn. This guy... It's like a circus. This is like a circus. What in the hell is going on? What is going on? What a sideshow. This is Sideshow Bob stuff here. He's about to score. Run by BC for about 3 yards. Clemson football is really hard to watch, ain't it? Wow. We got a tie game, by the way, in Baton Rouge in the third quarter. It's 10-10, South Carolina against LSU. Baton Rouge. Yeah, the coaching at Clemson's is just bad all around right now. It really is. It is. Third down and 6 for Boston College at the 13, and they get a completion at the 9. They're going to be just short of the first down. They're probably going to go for, I mean, I don't know why they wouldn't go. It's going to be 4th and 2 maybe. I don't know why they wouldn't go for it here. And they are going to go for it here. Inside of 14 minutes left in the game here. They're down by 24. Of course they're going to go for it. See what they get here. From the 9 officially. 4th and 2. And they're trying to draw. Oh no, they do snap it. And they throw it in the end zone, and it's intercepted. Nice. Jones with the interception. Let's fucking go. That was a great play there by Jones. That was a great play by Jones. I'm not going to lie. All right, come on, Tigers. Yeah, so great defensive play there by Jones. They're probably going to look at this one to see if he was out of bounds. I think he was forced out of bounds on the interception there. No, he's in bounds. He hit both his hip and his arm in there. But my problem's not with the defense. I know. Look, this has been the debate with Clemson guys and me back and forth. Is who's the problem at Clemson this year? Of course, the defense hasn't played perfectly. But it's been 100% on the offense, in my opinion. 100%. 90%. All right? We'll say 90. They set out of bounds on the field. Is that right? Oh, I thought they called it interception. The defense just has to be aggressive. Yeah, the offense is definitely, it's 100% play calling. 100%. The whole team is the problem? No, I don't agree with that. I don't even put this on the players, honestly. To me, this is a coaching problem. Mainly on the offensive coaching staff, not the defensive coaching staff. The defense has been put in a bad situation for the majority of the year. The offense is unrecognizable to me in their philosophy than it has been in a long time. Over 15 years. It's the punter's fault. Tater Salad says, I'm tired of seeing these damn Cheez-It commercials. Well, I don't know what commercials I like seeing. So, I mean, it could be a Cheez-It commercial or a fucking Ford or GM commercial or a Progressive commercial. I mean, they're all commercials to me. Depressed Pete is depressing? What? First of all, I'm not depressed. I'm just mad. That's because that's the bowl we go into. Oh, the Cheez-It Bowl? Yeah, probably. If we're lucky enough to get there. A Dabo problem, didn't use the portal, get an O-line, OC. Yeah. I don't think talent's the issue at Clemson. I think it's the coaching. You should call Lou. They have a shit show going on. All right. You want me to call Lou? Let's do this. Let's change microphones if I'm going to do that. All right. Y'all can hear me on this one, right? Should be able to. All right. What in the hell? Here we go. He's not answering. He's clearly busy. All right, here we go. 2nd down and 9. And Clemson's going to run it this time, finally, and they get 8. Imagine that. Running the ball works. It's crazy. It's almost like it's meant to happen. You know? 3rd down and 1 now by the Tigers. Third down and 1. And they're going to hand the ball off. And it's crazy how when you hand the ball off, it works. A 5-yard gain, 1st down, Tigers. Gideon Davidson with the carry. But we do have a great game going on over here in Baton Rouge, though. This might be one of the better games of the night. 12 minutes left for the Tigers. Up by 24, 1st and 10. Cade Klubnik on the sideline. Christopher Vazina at quarterback from the 35. And I think he's going to keep the ball, and he's going to get across the 40 for about a 5-yard gain there. Time to, yeah. After we get the quarterback hurt for absolutely no reason, then we'll decide to run the ball. Yeah, it makes perfect sense to me. Right. Yeah. A lot of sense. What's up, Christian? How you doing, buddy? Lou called his ex-wife on stream and Colby asked her for money and she hung up. What the fuck? What is going on? What is going on over there? Second down and 5. And Vizina is going to keep it, and he's going to lose about 2 yards there. Riley is pulling up plays out of 2018 Madden playbook. That's even worse than that. It's even worse than that. Georgia tied it up at 10. Good, because I got them, I live bet them at plus 5.5 when they were down in the first half. So let's go Dogs. I need them to cover the 5.5. LSU up 17-10 right now against the Gamecocks. 6.5 minutes left in the third. They're 3rd and 5. Clemson, and they're not going to get the first down there. Clemson's going to have to punt here. They fucked around and got their quarterback hurt for no reason. And now, oh my God. I've never seen something so stupid. Have you been watching this game? It's been stupid after stupid after stupid after stupid. There's been a lot of stupid in this game. It's been essentially a stupid carnival, a festive stupid. 4th and 4, and they're going to punt it. Fair catch called for at the 23. BC ball. What happened to Cade? They pretended to put a cape on his back and an S on his chest and run him and make him pass every play. Forget that we even had running backs altogether. They don't exist. And eventually he got his shit pushed in. That's what happened to him. So. Stupid is as stupid does. Yes, exactly. Yeah, he got a concussion. So now, instead of running the running backs, they ran Cade over and over and over and over again, like they do every week. And so next week, we actually have to play somebody who can beat Clemson, SMU, and he might not be available for that because of the decisions that this offensive staffing and Dabo Swinney and Garrett Riley decided to make against Boston College, a team that you're up over 3 scores on. But I digress. I've been saying the same shit all year. This isn't a new thing. I'm tired of people blaming the refs. Yes, the refs are terrible, but deal with it. I don't even know what you're talking about. Anyway, 4th down for South Carolina and Baton Rouge, down 7. Is this the last year on Riley's contract? No, he's got 1 more year, but his buyout should only be like whatever it is, $1 million. So he's definitely fireable. He's fireable after this year. I mean, paying him out won't be a problem. So, but will Dabo do that? I don't know. Should be. I hope he gets fired. I'm not going to lie. I don't like his philosophy or style of offensive play calling at all. Dabo might hire Belichick. Oh, come on. Stop. Don't say that. Riley should be gone. I mean, look, if I had to guess, he would be gone, but I don't know. You never know with Dabo. You just never know. I I just don't like that. I don't like the entire philosophy. It's not anything to do with Riley himself. I don't like the air raid Big 12 style of offense at all. 1st and 10. BC at the 24, and they're going to run the ball and run it good for 9 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 1. 9.5 minutes and counting left. Here we go from the 34. And it's going to be handed off, and he's going to get the 1st down and more easily, up to about the 38 or 37. 1st and 10, Eagles. What do I think about Mike Bobo? I don't know. I see a lot of Georgia fans complaining about Bobo. I don't know. I like his style more than I like Garrett Riley's, if that's what you're asking. I don't know. I think Bobo is a good coordinator. I don't have that much strong an opinion about him compared to Clemson because he's not my coordinator. So, 1st down and 10. I'm sorry, 2nd down and 10. Actually, I'm not sorry. That's ESPN's fault or the ACC Network's fault. I'm just reading what they put up there. I see a new OC and a new portal quarterback. Yeah, maybe. The quarterback thing I don't know about. 2nd down and 10. And they're going to run it up the middle like everybody does against Clemson for about 7 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 3. Is Dabo trying to get him and his whole coaching staff fired? No. Tom Allen will be there next year. And by the way, Tom Allen should be given more than 1 year. These aren't his guys he's got in here. Dabo will be there next year. There's just no way around that. So really the only question as far as coordinators are concerned is will Garrett Riley be there? Now, position coaches we could talk about probably till the sun comes up because there's a bunch of them. But also at the same time, I don't think Dabo Swinney's going to do a mass firing of guys that he hired as position coaches, former players of his, friends of his, like maybe 1 or 2, but not like a mass firing. No, so it's not going to be that big of a turnover. What coordinator would you want in Riley's place? That's a great question. There's a bunch of them. I don't really. I need more time to. I'm not just going to like just name a bunch of coordinators who I think are good right now, because I've already started thinking about this and looking at it and trying to plan who So that information for me will be coming via a video very, very soon. So I'm not going to release it on here. But yeah, there's several coordinators that I would prefer over Riley, but doesn't mean they'll get him. That's more important than anything. Exactly. A coordinator is balanced. Well, first of all, look, I'm self-admittedly a guy who likes running the ball more than I like passing the ball. Doesn't mean I don't like passing the ball or quarterbacks that can pass the ball or having great receivers or tight ends or whatever. I just think that a successful offense for 90% of the national championship teams you're going to see, or even teams that compete deep into the playoffs, or for their conference championships outside of the Big 12 or the Pac-12 before they disbanded, is a run-first team. So I'll start there. I like coordinators that are more about physicality and running the ball to open up the pass than vice versa. Stein from Oregon. There's a bunch of really good offensive guys that would love to come to Clemson. The question is the money right, and what's their scheme, what's their philosophy, and how are they good recruiters? That's the real thing. There's a lot of boxes to check there. But inside of 6 minutes left here, BC is driving, and they're still a 24-point game here. Clemson will most likely win this game and cover, which is good. But BC is not good. Still a 7-point game in Baton Rouge. Cheers, everybody. Go Tigers. The running game wears down, the defense bad. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I feel like I've repeated myself for 4 hours on the stream. I'm just tired of saying the same thing over and over again. It's so frustrating for me to watch this offense. It really is. I know a lot of you agree with me. And I know there's also, there's a certain amount of people that watch me or respond to me on X or whatever, who just are the crowd that, well, Clemson won by 20, or that Clemson won, why complain? I mean, I get that part of it too, but I'm not a fan of this. I'm not a fan of the offensive philosophy for this team at all. At all. That's not going to change. That's who Garrett Riley is. And you know what? Here's the other thing too. It's not Garrett Riley's fault. This is who Garrett Riley was before he got hired. This is not Garrett Riley's fault. Garrett Riley's being Garrett Riley. Like, he's got his style of offense. He's got his own philosophy. And Dabo fucking hired him and said, I like your style. Bring it to Clemson. And you know what? He did. So this is what it is. This is not Garrett Riley's fault. Garrett Riley is being Garrett Riley. This is Dabo Swinney's fault for going this route. Now, as the head coach is getting paid $11.5 million a year, it's your job to fix your mistake in hiring Garrett Riley and go a different direction. That's what it is. So it's not even me hating Garrett Riley. This was Dabo Swinney's fault. This was bad before Riley. Yeah, but it's worse now. The ironic thing is Garrett Riley has better players than Streeter had. Way better. If you look at what Brandon Streeter had at coordinator, it doesn't compare to the weapons that Garrett Riley's got. Garrett Riley's system is just the problem. I like Streeter's system better than Garrett Riley's, but Garrett Riley's got better players. So it looks, it's sort of the whole lipstick on a pig type situation. That's what we're looking at here. If Streeter had Riley's players, he would have never been fired probably. They're both bad in their own way, yeah. Yeah. Oh. Anyway, 3rd down and 10 now for BC. Inside of 6 minutes, 5 minutes and 36 seconds left in the game. BC at the Clemson 35. And the pass is up and incomplete. Good coverage there by the Tigers. 4th and 10 coming up. I mean, Streeter was bad. I'm not going to renege on. I think Streeter was bad. I was calling for him to be fired too. But you can't deny that especially at the receiver core and quarterback are better than what Streeter had with Riley. But somehow he ends up still looking like Streeter did. So there's a difference in philosophy there. And Clemson's going to stop them. Almost fumbled it there. So this game is over. Looks like another game where we score our points in the first half. Yeah. Again, I'm happy with the win. I mean, we got to win here. This is obviously a convincing win. Not impressed. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not impressed. Boston College is a bad football team, man. And there's just so many mistakes. And just, again, just continuing to run, to throw the ball over and over and over again when you're up by 3 and 4 scores is mind-boggling to me. Especially since you're running the ball well. And so all of your problems have been passing. It's just, I don't know. I'm repeating myself. So, it's Ohio State and Miami. Yeah, but Ohio State, Miami, Indiana. I still think Oregon's good. Alabama. Oh. But I have been on here for 4 hours, guys. I'm going to get off. I do appreciate you, though. Clemson's going to win this game. I'll be watching all the other games. I do appreciate you guys hanging out with me, though. You guys are amazing and fantastic, as usual. But I'm going to go sit in my recliner and watch these games from here on out. So I appreciate all of you. Clemson State of the Fan address comes out tomorrow, like usual. Win or lose, happy or sad, good or bad, whatever it is, I show up every week and do that, and I'll have a lot to say about this game and Clemson in general. So that's it. I hope all of you guys have a great rest of your weekend, and I will see you guys tomorrow, and of course, again, then on Monday. Have a great night. Thank you.